What's up, guys, and welcome to the Isn't It Crazy podcast. I have I can't say it, dude. Fuck. You say it.
LVAD DAD.
LVAD DAD.
It's kind of hard to say it. Some people would be like LVAD and just, just take your time.
I said LV DAD or some shit like that. Yeah. But how you been?
Pretty good. Thank you for having me, actually. I've been definitely super excited for this. No sleeping, just thinking in my head dude, I'm really finna be on the podcast. This is a big thing for me.
Yeah. Well, it's a fun thing to do, and
yeah, actually, your channel actually made me want to start my own. It's just seeing your whole setup and everything. It's definitely something that grabbed my attention.
Yeah. Well, are you gonna you're gonna bring your own guests in and?
I'm still trying to work that part out. I might just do my first couple episodes with just me.
Yeah.
And then in the near future, bring somebody in or something like that.
Yeah. It's harder when you're alone because it's just on you. There's no give and take like we're doing right now. When you're alone, you have to keep the energy and it takes some practice. If you listen to my first podcast, I'm so nervous and I don't know what to say. And I'm saying the whole time. And
but you did pretty good though. I've watched from the beginning all the way to the recent one. You did pretty good.
You? Yeah.
Pretty good.
You're one of the very few.
Yeah.
I think you, my girlfriend, and my friend Kevin have watched them all. And some people will be like, yeah, I only watched one. I'm like, that's cool. If you watched one, that's yeah. As long as you're watching, somebody's watching, that's always good.
Counts.
Yeah. So what do you think your podcast is gonna be about?
To be honest, I think it's gonna be a lot of real life situations that people don't really want to speak on. People think that, for example, having a baby is such an easy thing, but it's they don't know the drawbacks of it. They don't know the negative sides of it. So many young parents out here, for example, and they just think that they got everything all figured out. You still got to think about things do you have a car? Do your partner have a car to go to baby appointments? Formula, all this stuff is expensive, but everybody just tend to think that things are easy. So just stuff like that. Sometimes I might get a little goofy now and then, but I don't want to be a super serious 100% all the time. I still want people to enjoy themselves watching it, stuff like that.
Yeah. It's good to have different changes, different modes.
Yeah.
Where you could just invite your silly goose friend and you guys could laugh. Or have I had somebody come in and tell their drug story. And a lot of people actually like that one, but it was serious, it was a serious tone.
Yeah.
And it's nice to hear different stories, and you're not tuning in and seeing, you're tuning in and you're thinking, what's next? What's gonna go down next? But you're a dad, right? How old your baby boy?
Next month he'll be 1 year old.
Wow.
Yes, it's been crazy. It's been crazy.
Yeah. What would you say is the best part of being a dad?
Just seeing the little things that he do. For example, he got this thing where he don't like to be alone, but he more so likes to be with his mom, but just don't like to be alone. I think that's for me, that's the funniest thing that he do right now.
Yeah.
And also he take my phone and do weird videos of himself, and I'm just first of all, your podcast would be better than mine. So you're not even one, you know how to work a phone yet. So it's I think that's the best thing.
He's emulating his dad already. Yeah. That's good that you see that in him where he's gonna make videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. But how long have you been making videos? For a year now?
Yes, pretty much a year. I was planning this out when I was in the hospital. And I'll get into that later on. But I always told my fiance, I want to do YouTube. I want to do videos. And then she thought I was playing, but I actually got out. She got me the camera. I'm okay, serious. Now I got to actually do it. It's something I love to do. It's not a job when you're doing something you love.
Yeah.
So it's started on the videos, and the first video, I even cried watching it.
It hits home, a lot of people have people in the hospital that have had some type of diagnosis.
Yeah. So
it and the whole I was about to be a dad.
Yeah.
When all of this hit, you're just thinking oh my God, what can he be going through?
You know, the crazy part about that is the whole time, when I was getting diagnosed and everything, when I was in the hospital, my fiance was due any day to have a baby. So I'm I hope she just don't have the baby while I'm in the hospital, because that'll be the worst thing ever for me to miss that.
Yeah.
So it's
would they let you go see?
To be honest, I don't know, because I was strapped to so many cords, this and that. So it's I barely had space to move. So I don't know how that would have went.
Every time I go to a hospital, I'm so uncomfortable.
You don't even want to start with
the smell and just, I don't know, I hate being there.
What's your worst fear about being in the hospital?
dying. Well, the best place to be if you're dying is the hospital because they could bring you back. But other than that, maybe ghosts because so many people have like passed away.
Yeah, what's crazy, mine's is needles. Like,
okay.
For me, they have a hard time finding the right spot to put the IV in. So they poke me like 10 times in each arm until they get it right. So at this point, I get irritated. And then when I get to the hospital, I still got to get poked again so they can do it. And it's just like, oh my God. And what's crazy, you was talking about like ghosts or something. I don't know if you know this rapper, Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
But when I was in the hospital, he actually came to the hospital I was at.
Oh, wow.
And he passed away a day before my surgery. And that was like one of my favorite artists. So I'm just like, I don't want it to seem weird if I asked him, could I go see him? I don't want it to sound creepy, but it was just like, man, like right before my surgery. So I was just like so bummed out about that one.
You wanted to see him alive or?
Just alive. Like I just wanted to see him because when I heard about it, it was like 2 a.m. when he passed away and I was still up. I can't really sleep in the hospital. So I was just
me neither.
Can I go see him? It's like, no, we don't think we could do that. I'm like, at least I tried.
That's right. Yeah, at least you asked. Yeah. So, but like if he's like in critical care, like you know, they're just gonna let the family in. Yeah. That would have been to see him before like Well, I thought he died at the airport.
No, when I was reading it, because I actually read about it like the next morning. And all of my friends like big Juice WRLD fans and they texted me like, yo, did you hear about Juice WRLD? Like, let me check. So I read it. They tell me he had Christ Hospital, which is the hospital I was at. I'm just like, what? Oh my God. So they like, he passed away like 2-something in the morning. So like, oh my God. Like,
that sucks.
Yeah, it was bad. Then I got to thinking, one of my friends was like, well, what if you need a heart transplant? What if they would have get you Juice WRLD's heart? I'm like,
that would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy. Like, what if I got his lyrics and all that in my head, finished writing songs? So like, that would have been dope.
There is this thing called like phantom, like it's genetics pass on to you. So like sometimes people get like an eye or something, and then they see stuff that person had seen, like
I think that would have been dope.
Embedded or something. Yeah,
I think that definitely would have been dope.
That would have been crazy to tell people you have Juice WRLD's heart. Is he a donor? Because they gave you, or it's just like you have to be matched up?
Yeah, you have to be like matched on like everything, like,
or your body will reject it. For the people that don't know what we're talking about, Vlad. Am I saying it right? LVAD. My bad. I fuck up names all the time. LVAD has LVAD Dad's YouTube channel, and it talks about
pretty much like
you know the terms. I was like, take it away.
Pretty much my heart failure symptoms, how everything started, what I got to deal with every day. My life is kind of like Final Destination right now, and it's like, I know that sounds crazy, but it's like really like Final Destination. Like the things that I can do, like I can't swim till I get a heart. I can't vacuum. I can't take clothes out the dryer. Sometimes I do try because it's just sitting there and I don't like it to be in one place. So I kind of like touch it and I get shocked. Like, you know, like when you get shocked, for me, it's like twice that. So I feel twice it. So it kind of hurts. But also I can't like play any contact sports right now. And I love to play sports.
Like basketball.
Yeah. So it's like if somebody fouled me, they just like pull my cord. Big trouble. What else? If I fall, it's a 98% chance of like brain bleeding and I got to go to the hospital. What the heck? And it's crazy because like 2 months after my surgery, I got into a car accident. And thank God I had my seatbelt on and everything.
But I never wear my seatbelt.
The lady, her son dropped popcorn apparently. And she, like, I guess he threw it at her and she wasn't paying attention. Hit us from the back. I just like bad whiplash. So I went to the hospital and it was just crazy. I didn't want to go because I know they was going to poke me with needles. Like I said, I hate needles. And I was telling my fiance, like, just let me come home. I'm fine. You know, she's like, no, go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And she worked in the hospital. So it's like, you know, you can't win with that. So it was just bad. And they just like did all these tests. And that was pretty much it. It was like crazy. Like
I was just checking if you were fine and everything like that. So you just can't take hard contact?
Yeah.
But why is that? Just because?
So since it's like LVAD, I got like it's a cord and a big machine on my heart.
Yeah.
And the cord is like coming from the machine on my heart and then it comes out the side of my stomach.
Yeah.
And which is why you see like this little cord hanging out. So like, say for example, if I'm playing basketball and somebody accidentally like get their hand hooked on it and pull it, that can be like, it's very painful.
Yeah.
It can be like an infection that they caused or something like that. Then it's like more stuff I got to go through than what I already am going through. So it's like, can't really like do that.
So you have a port right here on the side of your stomach.
Yeah.
And does your body heal around whatever they put?
You can see the hole. You can see the cord like hanging out, but for me, I feel it. Like I could feel the cord like throughout my body going all the way up. And I know that's weird. It just sounds weird and nasty. But I feel everything. So it's like
whoa.
I don't even have a heartbeat, which is like the crazy part. I have a heartbeat technically because I wouldn't be alive if I didn't. But the machine is like controlling it. So like if it was like quiet and you like put your ear or you put a phone to my chest, you'll hear like a machine like doing this loud buzzing sound. Like I could hear when I'm sleeping, when I'm laying down and it's quiet.
And that's in your heart right now?
Yeah. So like that's what's running my heart. If I didn't have that, I probably wouldn't be here.
What does that machine do? Well, other than regulate your heart, does it have like
it actually
what's inside of it?
It has a controller and 2 batteries. The 2 batteries, it's like it's what pretty much run my heart. It runs the machine.
Yeah.
So I have to be plugged into the 2 batteries at all times. Or when I'm asleep, I have to plug into a wall. Kind of sound like an iPhone right now, but I have to be plugged into a wall when I'm sleeping, and the controller is just like hanging there. So like just hanging. So it's pretty like weird in a way. But the battery packs control it, and the controller tells me like everything, like the speed of the pump, what's it's going at, my blood flow. It lets me know if it's charged or not. Sometimes it need to be charged, and just stuff like that.
Thank God for technology, right?
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about this until like they told me about this.
Yeah, that's what's great about your podcast. Well, your podcast, I'm sure you're going to talk about it, but your YouTube channel. That how you said in the video you were talking about how the first time you got diagnosed, you were on Google searching all the time.
Yep.
And if we know what happens on Google, you search, you're going to get a cold, and it's just like, oh, that's it. That's the end for you. Like everything possible could happen to you. And instead of that people going to Google when they get diagnosed, they could go to your YouTube channel and find out what it's really like to live with it and what, like step by step, what's going to happen to you.
Because it's crazy. When I started my YouTube channel, I started off very small, and then I started getting messages and Instagram DMs from like people who's going through the same thing I am, and they're telling me their stories, and they wanted me to be friends with the person who like had the same condition as me. Yeah, and they were telling me like, oh, all your videos are like helpful, and I was like, well, which one did you like the most? Because I always like to know. And he was like, the first shower in 3 months. I'm just like,
I like that one too.
I was able to wash up, but it's not the same as a shower. So it's like when I showered, I took a shower for maybe 2.5 hours. Like I'm just in the shower. Like, yes, I get shower. Yes, I get the shower. So it's like, it was just crazy.
It just fell back to normal.
Yeah, like before, since then, like, I don't know. I always got to take long showers. Like before then, I could, like I said, I was able to wash up, but I still feel like a dirty caveman or something. Like it just don't feel the same as a shower. So when I was able to shower after 3 months, I was like, yeah, I'm making a YouTube video about this. Yeah. Yep.
That's, you felt. Yeah. Most of my inspiration comes when you're in the shower. So yeah. I used to have a friend who would stay at my house. Like his mom worked by here, so he would get dropped off because he lived in Chicago and he didn't want to be out there because either you're going to get shot or you're going to sell drugs or something. So he'd come over to Des Plaines and just hang out like all the time. And all his friends were here. And sometimes he'd be like, hey, can I take a shower? And I'd be like, yeah, sure. But he never used the tub. And I was like I would go into the bathroom afterwards sometimes. And I'd be like, why is the tub dry? Like, he just took a shower. And then one day he just left the door open, right? And then he grabbed like a towel and started cleaning himself. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm taking a shower. And I was like, what the fuck? That's how you shower? I was like, dude, you know we have a tub. And he goes, yeah, just like it this way. I'm like, all right.
I can't do it. I just can't.
I need like a full amount of hot water on me.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like when I was able to shower, it felt like I lost like 200 pounds of dirt that was on me. Just like so crazy.
Have you ever had a cast?
Never.
When they take it off, you get like a layer of dead skin everywhere, and then you like take it off. That's what I could imagine what happened to you.
See, like for some reason, like I already have eczema, so it's like dry skin, but it was like under control before I went to the hospital. But when I was in the hospital, like I have to use a certain type of lotion, certain type of soap. Yeah. They just give me like the hospital lotion. It's not good. So it's drying my skin up so bad. And after surgery, I looked like I was dead, honestly. Like I'm so dry, like
ashy and shit.
Yeah. So I wake up and the first thing I look at is my skin. Like my tattoos are like covered up in like dry skin. I'm like, no. I didn't get these tattoos for them covered up by eczema. No, let's scratch away. So it's like, it was crazy.
Yeah. Since I was little, my mom has taught me to put on lotion. Yeah. So now I can't get out of the shower and not put lotion all over my body. Yeah. Like some of my friends, I have a white friend who never puts lotion on. And he's like, dude, I'm like itchy. I'm like, yeah, because you don't fucking put lotion on. But they never notice because they're white, so they don't see anything. Like if I don't put lotion on, like you can see my hands ashy.
Yes,
and somebody will
definitely for me. See, I'm ashy.
Yeah,
but it's just like my fiance. Like speaking of the lotion thing, like whenever I get the shower, like I said, like I always got to use a certain type of lotion. So I have to like it takes me like 20 minutes to like prepare for a shower. It takes me like 20 minutes to get dressed after the shower. Got to put on lotion, and if I like forget to put it on, she'll be like, "Babe," I'm like, "Huh?" She's like, "You forgot that spot. I can see it." She's like, "I could start a fire off your legs." I'm just like, you know what? Thank you for telling me. So I get that spot.
Yeah. Well, that's good that she's there to call it out when instead of you walking around and everyone's like, "Look at that ashy motherfucker."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Well, Maria has always been so supportive of you.
Yeah, she
goes hard whenever a video goes. It's just like, how'd you meet Maria?
Oh, crazy story.
I'm sure she's gonna want to hear this.
Hi, babe. Ways.
Hi, Maria. How are you?
I was on a dating site.
Okay.
Called Plenty of Fish. I know that sounds like so weird. she just happened to be on it too, and I seen her profile and she was saying something like, "If you want to know more about me, just message me." And for some reason that was like interesting in me. Like, I want to get to know you. I want to know you.
Who's this person? Yeah.
Yeah. So I messaged her and you did like a podcast talking about like how to slide into a girl's DM. Yeah. And don't do the basic hey.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did.
What you did. You said hey.
Just said hey. Because like for me, like if I put like so much into it and you turn me down, I ain't lose that much. You know what I'm saying? So what I got to lose?
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey. So like 20 minutes later, she messaged me back, hey. So
wow.
This is gonna be something special. Yeah. So like
we started like
texting, stuff like that, and she's like, hey, what are you doing? And what do you work? Do you want to hang out? I'm like, yeah, I'm down. Like I was so excited.
Yeah.
Because Maria was like my first real girlfriend. Everybody else was like a Netflix trial. Like 2 weeks, it didn't work out. So I'm just like, okay, let's put my all into this one. And when I met her, everything was just like, I don't know, like what you see in those romantic movies. It's like perfect. I don't know. And since then, we just like always started dating. She was like, oh, what do you want to do in life? What do you want to, what do you want to do? And I told her, and just like we just like clicked instantly.
Did you have conversations with the girls prior to that? Like that, like deep conversations where she's trying to figure out who you really are? Or Maria was the first one to?
She was like the first one, because I couldn't like, for me, like one of the things I like is like Naruto. I like anime. So I couldn't tell like the other girls who I was trying to talk to, they was like way out of my league. That like, oh, I like Naruto. Hey, get out of here, you fucking nerd.
Oh,
so
wow.
it was like, I couldn't really say that. So Maria was like actually sat down to listen. She didn't know she had no idea what I was talking about, but the fact that she still listened.
Yeah.
And just little things like first year passed, she started like, oh, let me learn more about you. Let's go see a Marvel movie. She never seen a Marvel movie a day in her life. And this is a crazy story because we go see Black Panther. And we just watching a movie. She's like, babe, who is this Jaguar? And I'm just like, babe, Black Panther. So just
she said Jaguar.
It was so crazy. It's like Black Panther, babe. So since then she's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So we started like learning new things about each other. Like she want to be a nurse. She's doing like 3 classes online right now. And I'm telling like, I support you, the same way you support me.
Yeah.
And it was just crazy. She was there at the hospital like every single day after work, even though she still had to take care of the baby. So it was like so hard to do all that. And then to be caught in traffic for like an hour and a half to come see me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For me, that's saying something like, you know what I'm saying? Like you actually love to do all this stuff, so
that's the definition of love right there.
Yeah. So when I see all my friends on like social media, like, man, I'm single, I'm ready to mingle, I put the link to Plenty of Fish. Like, here you go. Just
maybe she's
go fishing,
out there.
Like go fishing.
Well, I always found that the more you communicate with somebody, the more in love you fall with them. You know, like the serious girlfriends I've ever had, I've had conversations with them where it went beyond just physical. Like, I want you. It was more like, let's sit in a car and just talk for hours.
Yeah.
So communication is huge. Yeah, and the fact that she would listen to you, I guarantee you that clicked in your head where it's like, this is who I want to be with.
And I remember I don't know if this was like the first date or the second date. She took me to go get like Mexican tacos. Mm-hmm. First time I've had Mexican tacos for real.
How old are you?
I'm 23, but I met her when I was 22.
And you've never had tacos?
Not real tacos.
Oh,
like Taco Bell doesn't count. Like, I don't count those,
that's American tacos.
She's like, no, I'm finna take you to get some real tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So the first time I tasted them, She's like, oh my God, I love you. She's like, what?
Oh, wow.
I'm talking to the tacos, but I was saying it in my head, but it just came out my mouth.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, that's crazy. So she started like introducing me to like a lot of different things, like Mexican foods, and that's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, her whole family's Mexican. Yeah. You know, I met Maria's mom before I ever met Maria. Mm-hmm. She was a teacher at my elementary school, and she would take care of us in the lunchroom. And then one day we went to Algonquin, and that's where we met Maria. And she was out there, like her mom, I guess, picked her up one day or something. And then we're like, oh, hi, or whatever. And then like Maria's like, that's my mom. And I was like, oh, I know your mom. So I've known Maria since like 6th grade.
I think the first person I met out of her family was her mother. Like I met her father last because that was like the big deal.
Like we're taking you home.
Yeah, when I met him, I was like so scared of him. Like it was just so crazy. Like she parked the car around the corner. Because he was like, he's so observant. So he noticed everything.
Yeah.
So she bring this black guy into the house and he just like looking at me. He's like, hi.
Yeah, in a Mexican family, that's tough too.
So like the whole time he's staring at my tattoos. He's trying to figure out what they are. So I guess when I leave after meeting him, he asks everybody like, hey, who met Maria's boyfriend? And everybody just quiet. They don't want to say nothing. So he's like, hey, he got all these tattoos. He might be a gangbanger. And he's like, bad. Those are cartoons. So he just like,
oh, wow.
Oh.
Hey, really? What do you have on?
I have like chibi tattoos. Like I have like Street Fighter. I have Transformers. I have like Batman, Scorpion, and Raiden. I wanted to get more, but hospital issues and this and that. And then my first 2 tattoos actually was the worst tattoo places you can get tattooed ever. I went on an empty stomach and I got a tattoo on my stomach and like a little bit on my ribs and on my chest the same day without eating food. And
so you're hungry and it hurt. A
lot of people was like, how did you survive that? And I'm just like, well, think of it like a Saw movie. If you land on the table and you about to die, but you'll survive if you know what I'm saying? If you want to save somebody, you got to take these tattoos.
Yeah.
So I stood and took them tattoos. You know what I'm saying? It was just like everybody looking at it like, dude, like I couldn't do it. And since then I was like, I want more. But I would never like tattoo my face or neck or nothing like that.
God.
I think that looks stupid. This looks stupid.
The only person I could like see that on is like Lil Wayne, Post Malone, The Game, something like that, you know, rappers.
Yeah, like I can't walk around with just something on my face like a big pickle or cross in the middle of your eye. I just can't.
Did you see Gucci Mane's? He took it off, but it was a like lightning bolt
cone?
with the ice cream. Yeah.
I still don't understand that one.
That was rough.
I still don't understand that one, but I mean,
dude, you could tell he has no friends.
Yeah, like some of my friends actually, when they did it, they wanted to start a rap career, and they did like one song with like Soulja Boy, and when they tattooed their jaw, their face. I'm like, yeah, we are not friends no more. I just want to let you know that.
Yeah, if any of my friends were ever to be like, I'm gonna get a face tattoo, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, let's sit down and talk about this. Who hurt you?
And one of them went and got like a girl's name on his jaw, and I'm just like,
Jesus, like his girlfriend's name.
I don't even think they together no more. Like honestly, I don't think they together.
A mom's names are acceptable, sisters' names, sure, but a girl. Look, I love my girlfriend, and one day we might get married, but there's no way, even if I'm married, I'm gonna get the name.
Even Maria told me, like, don't ever get my name. I won't ever get your name. We could get like a dog print that match or something like that, but just don't get my name. I'm like, no, I wouldn't get your name. I get my son's name, but
yeah, like a kid's name. Yeah,
I
Joshua,
think
right?
Tattooing some Josiah.
See,
yeah,
I fuck up
she
names
had
all
this
the time.
name since she was like 12, and I couldn't like.
Wow.
I wanted something different because I wanted a girl, but she just always knew like it was gonna be a boy, and
I want a boy.
I don't have any girls' names. I just have Josiah because I know it's gonna be a boy.
What were you gonna name it?
If it was a girl, she wanted to do something like Jocelyn Abriel or something like that. But me, I was all for it.
Typical Mexican name.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm all for it. But it was a boy. She's like, you're not changing my mind. It's Josiah. So I'm like, okay, well, since her brother's son name is like Iverson, or like short or something like that, her middle name is Iverson. I'm like, okay, we'll do a basketball team. Iverson, so I'm gonna name my son after Carmelo Anthony. So his middle name is Anthony. So like, there we go. Let's start a basketball team.
That's a good middle name.
Yeah, so let's start a basketball team if that's the case.
Well, what if it's a girl? Would you go WNBA?
Honestly, I might go UFC on that one. I might go UFC on that
one.
You
like UFC?
Yeah, I like. I think the female fights lately have been like so much more dope than like the male fights. Like the Israel Adesanya and I forgot the other guy's name. It was like so horrible to watch, especially as a main event.
Romero.
Yeah. Especially as a main event, it was so horrible to watch.
Yeah, they had John Jacek and the new girl, Shuang.
I was like so rooting for Israel because like he reminded me of like he watched anime. He do the whole Rock Lee and Naruto thing and ninja moves, and I wanted him to do some ninja shit, but it was just like more like running around the ring dancing more than like fighting. And then we saw the girl fighting. It's just like all out brawls.
They were fucking going.
I like this. I'm like, I like this. So it's like it was crazy.
Yeah, Joanna Jędrzejczyk is a very good. Like her thing, her calling card is just Valium punching. So you're gonna see like a scrap every time she fights.
And she talk a lot of shit, but she can back it up. Like the way she took all them punches, like at the end, her head was like swollen like a pumpkin head, but she was still fighting. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't fight a female in the UFC. Like, no, I'd rather not. Like if you put me in the ring with like somebody like Ronda Rousey or Misha Tate, I tap out right now.
Yeah, she'll kill anybody. Yeah, any regular Smo Joe.
Yeah.
Even if say you had like 2 years of like combat training, she would wreck you.
And what's crazy, I actually had to do like martial arts and karate because my mom always thought like I was gonna be like a punk growing up. Because she always tell me like, you don't got a tough look, you'll get beat up and bullied. Let's put you in karate. So I remember in like martial arts we had to do like sparring. Yeah. And I thought I was the shit. I was watching Bruce Lee movies. I go to the class like, yeah, what's up? You know, like, who want to fight?
Yeah.
I got choked out. I'm like, I don't think I'm cut out for this. Like, I stick to pork chops, not karate chops. That's when I just figured like, this is not for me. It's not for me.
I tried one class of jiu-jitsu, and then they wanted like $150, and back then like we had no money.
Yeah.
You know, like we grew up like, it's either we're going to eat or the lights are going to stay on.
Yeah.
So there was no way I could ask my mom for $150.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah.
But it was fun. It was a lot of fun to learn these kind of moves and stuff like that. I mean, I got my ass beat like for that one class. I was like, all right, you know more. But
I was definitely embarrassed. Like, because the guy who like put me to sleep was so much shorter than me. And just like, I had like so much weight on this dude.
It's about technique. It's about what, like who's smarter. So Joe Rogan talks about fights being like a chess match with serious consequences.
Yeah.
So like I do this, you do this, but if I don't zig and you zag, I'm gonna get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
And that's usually what makes fighting exciting.
Yeah.
But the UFC's fun because of that. Because people could say like, oh, that guy's way bigger, he's gonna win, obviously. But you don't know if the little guy
got some moves up his sleeve.
Yeah, like he knows how to choke somebody out or something like that. But you've brought up anime a couple of times, and I got a question for you now. Is Avatar the Last Airbender anime or just a cartoon?
That's a good one. I really wouldn't consider that one an anime.
You would say cartoon, right?
Yeah, I would say more of a cartoon. I wouldn't consider that an anime. Like anime, I would consider like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But like The Last Airbender, definitely not anime to me. But people got their own opinions about it.
Yeah, no, we were arguing about that at work because I've been watching it since it was on Netflix.
Yeah.
But I've watched it because every time, like, we didn't have cable growing up. So every time I got a chance to watch cable, Avatar was on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
So I would watch the same kind of episode. And I never finished the series. And then eventually it came out on Netflix. And I was like, okay, I got to finish the series. You know, I did watch a couple episodes. Like, I want to see what happens at the end. What? Yes. The hell? Not right now, Siri. Sorry. So I started watching the whole thing, and then my coworker's like, oh, you watch anime? I'm like, what's a cartoon? And he's like, no, dude, it's anime. And I was like, it's not anime. Yeah. Like I would say like Naruto is definitely anime, and I know I'm saying that wrong.
That's okay.
It's Naruto or Naruto?
That's not even the worst I've heard. I've heard Nariki by Maria.
What the hell?
Like, I don't want to watch Nariki.
Naruto. It's long, isn't it?
Yeah, very.
The only anime I've ever watched is Death Note.
I've seen the movie. I've never watched
the cartoon's way better.
I definitely have to check that one out.
Yeah, because the movie, they just compress everything.
Yeah.
And the cartoon, it's like 7 or 10 seasons long. So you get more like detailed, like who he is and how did it start. In the movie, they kind of just rush through everything.
Yeah. I'm very like picky about what I watch. Like, people like fight me about like which is better, Dragon Ball Z or Naruto, and I'm just like, Naruto is better. They're like, no, Dragon Ball Z is better, which I understand. I've watched Dragon Ball Z when I was young too, which I understand. Like, okay, maybe it's something you like, but I'm not waiting 30 episodes for a guy to do one blast at his hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Naruto, they like, I've cried watching Naruto a couple times, and you know, afterwards I tell myself like, I'm still a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
tough guys cry too. So it's
we
like Maria called me crying a couple times. She's like, "Are you crying?" Like, yeah, I feel the pain. So she's like, "Oh my God." She's like, roll her eyes. It's like, it's crazy.
Dude, I watch a lot of things guys shouldn't watch.
Yeah.
I watch Gossip Girl. I watch fucking romantic movies.
Dude, what's crazy, we get like so much in common because if you ask Maria what kind of movies I watch, her first thing, romantic movies.
Oh, I love romantic movies.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how I learned how to like treat a girl. Like, because my father wasn't really like not around that much to teach me like about cologne and how to talk to girls, how to treat a girl.
Same
so
here.
I've learned from like romance movies, like Endless Love, that type of stuff. And whenever I want to watch a romance movie, Maria like, dude, you're such a cake. Like, let's watch some action. Like, why you so rough? You know,
so,
like,
what's your favorite romance movie?
Number one, I gotta go with Endless Love. I don't know if you've seen that one, but
Endless Love.
Yeah. Oh, it's another one with like Bella Thorne in it. I forgot what that one's called. And she can't like go out in the sun. She's going in like Midnight Sun. You gotta check that one out.
I haven't seen that one. Endless Love sounds familiar.
It's about the boy who's working at like a valley spot, and
I know what you're talking about. With the blonde chick.
Yeah.
And he takes the dude's Maserati.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, and the dad's like cheating on the wife, and then she sees it. That's why she goes away or something like that.
It's crazy.
I like the soundtrack too.
What's crazy? Things like "Please Don't Find Another Love" or something like that. I watch like all the end credits just to hear the songs playing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna download this on my playlist. So it's like when I ride with my friends, okay, we can listen to some Trippie Redd, but when I'm alone, like, I'm gonna listen to some Lady Gaga and some love songs. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, I got a whole love song playlist on Spotify. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that like there's stigma to it where guys feel weird if they do it around other guys. Like I'm. Like you said, with your boys, you're not playing Endless Love soundtracks, but when you're alone, you're going to listen to the end credits. But like, there's stigma. And what I found was people are going to, like, what if I did, like, I was too afraid to show you that I liked romantic movies, but you like romantic movies too. So like, if I tell you what I like to do and you're like, I like it too, then I'm like, I'm not alone. You know, like, there's other guys that like this stuff too. Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of guys that like that stuff.
Like it's definitely a lot. They just don't want to show it, I guess. But it's like ain't nothing wrong with it, you know.
Yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with love. I love love, you know.
Yeah. I never saw strength in like whether you're a man's man or something like that. If anything, the guys that are the strongest that I know, have their like feelings out there and they're saying like this is what I like, and they're not strong men because of their strength. They're strong men because they're good fathers. They're strong men because they like knowledge and they're talking and they like to express themselves. That's who I see as a strong man.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think about when I see my tattoo on my chest, the heart of a lion. Yeah. Like, I got that from watching the Van Damme movies called Lionheart, but I just went and got Heart of a Lion. It just says so much to me. And then now it's like ruined because I got this big tapeworm thing on my chest. Mm-hmm. And just like, but that's what I think about when I see that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, muscles and all that, what does that really, what does that really mean? Mm-hmm. But like on the inside, it's like tells everything. So that's why I got that.
Well, the thing I admired about you when I watched the videos was like, what I take away from it is that here's this person that got diagnosed with something that is serious and scary. And instead of like living in that like fear and stuff, you went out and you're living your life. You know, I see you making videos like where you're explaining what you're doing, you're having a lot of fun, you're being a dad.
Yeah.
And you're also pursuing other things. You know, you're living your life like you should.
Yeah.
Like live your life to the fullest. I saw you singing. Maria's put up a couple songs. Yeah. You know, you want to make a podcast. Like, I'm like, this dude didn't let that diagnose put him down.
Yeah.
You said, we're going to figure this out and I'm just going to live my life to the fullest. And I look at that and I'm like, I hope one day, like if something were to happen to me, I have the same resolve and angst to want to do stuff like you do. So I definitely admire that about you.
It was, I don't know, like it was kind of like depressing first hearing it, but like after everything, like I was in the hospital 1 month and I had a lot of time to think. And it's just like, I'm just sitting in the bed all day, just sad about my life. That drains energy.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of time to do all that stuff and it makes you tired. So like, I'm not finna be miserable about it. Okay, I have something sticking out the side of my stomach, but it could be way worse. I could have like said no and then not even be alive. Because my heart, it was, when I first was diagnosed, it was pumping between 15 and 20% of blood. The second time I passed out, it dropped to 10%. So if I would have denied this, I wouldn't even be here be talking. So it's like, I'm not gonna let that, take away from who I am in my life. And it definitely come with downsides. Like
I'm sure there's downs and ups and
crazy story. The day when I was telling you I got in a car accident. I have 3 ways I can wear my LVAD, and I had the more weird way of wearing it. All these cords hanging out. You see battery packs everywhere. So I get out the car and it's a police officer coming out of the hospital as I'm walking in. He stops and look at me, and I just look at him too. I'm just strolling about my day. I'm like, oh, he a police officer. He know what's going on. So I noticed he started following me into the hospital all the way until I got to the emergency desk. And I'm like, what does he think I'm a terrorist or something? Because I got cords hanging out and battery packs. So it was crazy.
Ignorance will cause fear, and fear will have him follow you till the.
It was crazy.
Were you scared? Did you want to turn around and be like, hey, listen, it's just.
Honestly, I did, because it's it's so much going on. But he was he was kind of close. Like, okay, I'm gonna make sure you going where you say you going. So I was with another person. I'm just like, he's definitely following us. I'm not stupid. I know, but I'm like, I wonder if he know what I got going on, because you're supposed to know if you're a police officer or if you work in the fire department. And it was just crazy because I don't know, he's following me. I felt so weird. And then it's he should know, because if a power outage go out and all my battery packs are drained, I got less than 24 hours to get to some type of power supply or I'm dead.
What?
It's crazy. So I have to wear 2 battery packs, but I have 8 in total. So it's if all those was, say I forgot to charge them or something like that. And it's just crazy.
Dude, I would say I never forget the charger, but I forget everything. I've lost my wallet countless of times. But do you ever forget it?
What, the extra battery packs
or charger or anything?
Always. I even coming over here, I even forgot I have to bring an extra bag with batteries in it and stuff like that.
Oh,
and
that's the one you had.
Maria was like, did you bring your bag? I'm like, no. She's like, go get it. So you can't leave without it, because what if something go wrong? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what? You're right. So I went and grabbed my bag. And then, like you said, you forgot your wallet. I forgot my wallet too. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just grab my wallet just in case. Because, if I pass out, I want them to know who I am. But then I looked at my wrist. I'm like, yeah, they'll see this. Hopefully they know, what's going on.
What's on your wrist?
It's it's kind of like a dog tag, like a little dog collar. But it's for my medical reasons. And it just got my name. It has my condition. It has the medicine I'm taking, which is a blood thinner, which is if I get cut or anything, I bleed a lot. It takes a long time. The smallest little cut, it takes 20, 30 minutes to stop it from bleeding.
What? And because of the medication?
Yeah. And then I tell them my emergency contact, who to contact. And Maria seen this and she was like, why does it say ICE? So I'm no, in case of emergency. She's like, people going to see that and they're going to think something else. So just you kind of got a point, but hopefully they got enough common sense to know in case of emergency, contact Maria. And then I got her phone number.
Well, if I say I found you, I don't know if I would know to look at that dog, the dog tag.
Because it was crazy. The second time I passed out.
But a lot of people aren't gonna.
The second time I passed out, I'll tell you this story. My son was sleeping. I was taking care of him. It was only me, my fiance's mom, and her auntie.
Yeah.
And they was upstairs. I was downstairs with the baby. The baby is sleeping. He wakes up after a while. I pick him up and I get so dizzy. And I put him in his walker because I'm like, okay, this is not normal. So I sit down in front of to get some air. But the heater was on too, in my face. So I start sweating so much you would think somebody pulled this whole bottle of water on my head.
Jesus.
And I'm like, this is not right. So I get up to turn the heat off and I don't remember nothing after that. I wake up inside of our mini fridge. The door was open. I feel cold. So I'm like, where am I? And I see the paramedics here and they looking at me and where's your medicine? So I'm just where is my medicine? I can't really tell you because I don't really know what's going on right now. So okay, I know where's that. So I point to it and they read it, but just makes more sense. Say if I'm passed out and I can't really talk, here you go, look at my wrist.
Yeah.
Look at the wrist.
That's definitely helpful for anybody who's all right.
Yeah, look at the wrist. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about too.
It's crazy. That's the whole idea behind this one.
That's great to have. I mean, more people should know that if you find somebody not responding, then you should check for stuff like that.
Yeah, and also like it came with like a little emergency card that you can put in your wallet. So like somebody got to check my wallet, it's right there. You like can't miss it.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, that looks pretty cool. Looks waterproof as fuck.
Yeah, I've had this on for like 3 months and I've taken this off and I don't feel weird. It's kind of like it's not even there. Like
it's like
don't
part
itch.
of your
It's like
that's how I feel about watches too.
Yeah, I love watches. Like I've only like it depends. Like I've watched your watch video too. Like I've watched all these. So it's like you say like you have like 3 watches, the one to go out. You know what I'm saying? And the other 2, I have like 2 right now. But it's like I only wear them when I go out because when I go out, I like to like I don't know, look good for myself. Like my fiance be like, "Who are you trying to look good for?" You know,
I get
like
that. Yeah.
What? I like to look good. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you
know,
feel
like,
good and you like look good and you're
especially like what I got going on. People looking at me like, this dude, what is he wearing? You know what I'm saying? I've had people walk up to me with what I'm wearing now and say, "Hey, what kind of fanny pack is that?" And I'm like, "What did you just say?" Like, I want to know what kind of fanny pack that is. I'm like, it's not a fanny pack. It's a heart failure bag.
Oh wow!
Like,
and then they're like, "Shit."
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. It's okay. What?
Well, I like the bag. It's black. It's a good color.
Makes everything more convenient for me.
It goes with everything. You know? It's not like they gave you like some white or like a bright orange bag or something like that.
I probably wouldn't wear it if they did.
Yeah, like some construction
like
worker shit.
I just couldn't. I actually got like a vest that you can wear too, but it's like thing about that one is the cords are like hanging out everywhere, and it's like if I'm running, my cord can get caught on that doorknob and pull, and that hurts.
Oh, because it pulls on you.
Yeah, so it's like
have you ever snagged it? Has your son ever pulled it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I would
every
think.
time.
Yeah.
Because he pulls everything. Like, he in a touching and throwing stage. Like every time I got hit in the head with a bottle, he hits Maria. Like it's so many things. And he always pulled my cord and I'd be like, "What are you doing? Stop it. Stop it." And he just like look at him. When you tell him stop, he want to pull on it more. So I'm like, you know what? I have to switch it. So I have to wear like the heavy vest. But it just depends.
So you got both that vest and the bag?
I actually have 4 different things.
Jesus.
The little, what they call it, a fanny pack. I have the vest, which is like, that's good for like covering the cords. So like, if you're not lazy, you can tuck the cords and no cords are hanging out. But you have this big ass vest, look like you work for like a construction work company or something.
Yeah.
And I don't really like that. Then you have like these shoulder straps, are like a holster, like you tuck 2 pistols and the battery packs. Oh, sorry, just had like hanging out and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then I have the shower bag.
That one sounds cool.
Yeah.
The holster one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I was wearing when I got in an accident. So it makes you look suspect and weird.
Yeah.
But
so that's why the cop followed you.
Yeah. And then I have the shower bag.
Okay.
And that's just like the waterproof one. Like I can't get in the shower with these, but I have like this big ass shower bag I gotta wear when I'm in the shower. So
I would think you just put it on the side, like maybe like have a hold in
like
there.
If I show you like the battery pack, like it's heavy. Like this is 7 pounds, like on top of what I already weigh.
Just think about it as like a workout, you know, just
kind
of carrying it around.
And then I have to wear this 24/7 unless I'm going to sleep. And like I said, when I'm going to sleep, I have to plug into a wall like I'm an iPhone or something. So
yeah,
I'm kind of like a black iPhone 11 right now, to be honest.
You got the updates and everything?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it keeps you alive, you got to do what you got to do, you know?
The only thing about it is like I have to wait for a heart transplant. And I was telling myself like, man, it still feel like I just got out of surgery. And I'm like, I don't want to like, because I haven't seen myself for a month in the hospital. Like, I'm just like, want to see him, want to go home. And to think about it, like, what if they call me today or tomorrow? Like, yeah, we got a heart for you. Come in. Here we go again. So it's like poking me with the needles. Then I have to sit in there for like another month for them they have to come and check the heart, make sure it's okay, make sure I'm okay to get it. Like the process, first of all, the process of even going through what I have to get is crazy. Like they x-ray everything, your big toe, your pinky, your neck. It's so crazy. I had to get something stuck in my neck.
So why do they do that? Just to get every single sample they can?
To make sure that you're like perfectly fit to get this.
That's the hard part about getting organs, right? It has to be your type, or if not, the body's going to say, no, this isn't ours.
And I remember when I first got it, like doing surgery, I was so excited. The day of surgery, I told Maria, like, she was crying. I'm like, look at it this way. I'm the Black Iron Man. You know, he got something wrong with his chest.
Yeah.
His heart. I got something wrong with my heart, whatever. So I go into surgery smiling, thumbs up. Why are you smiling? I'm like, I got this. So they're like, okay, we're going to give you something to put you to sleep. So I'm like, well, of course, I don't want to be awake when y'all do this.
Yeah, you just see your chest.
And he was
open.
like, count to 100. So they better yet 20. I got to like 12 and I was out. And like I wasn't even out for so long. Like for them, I think I was out more than 26 hours.
Jesus.
For me, it felt like 2 seconds. Like I was closed my eyes
and then woke up.
Yeah, and I was just like, I couldn't really like see nobody, but I can hear people kind of like talking. Like I could kind of like talk to Maria. She like, "Hi, babe." I had something in my mouth, so I couldn't talk.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, "Oh, you got to eat some food," but I couldn't eat food because I had this big old damn thing in my mouth, so I couldn't really eat. So I was trying to like talk, but I couldn't talk, so I had to write on Maria's finger.
Yeah,
and she was like, "What are you saying? What is this, an M or a W?" So I started getting irritated because I couldn't like, I can't talk.
Yeah,
but I'm trying to. I know in my head, I know I'm writing the M.
Yeah.
To her, it looked like chicken scratch. So it's kind of like frustrating trying to get some words across.
So can you use it like a whiteboard, like a little whiteboard?
And I was, I had just woke up after like 26 hours of being asleep.
Yeah.
And like I kept like, they said like I was being stubborn, trying to like get up and stuff like that. And I believe it because I know how I am. But I was trying to like, I couldn't really like signal them to give me like a chalkboard or something.
Yeah,
but I was trying to use my finger, you know what I'm saying? It's chalk. You know, try to scratch some little ash on her hand. Maybe she could see the letters, but it just wasn't working out.
Communicate.
Yeah, it wasn't working out.
I feel like the recovery is the rough part of all of it because you're asleep through the whole surgery, but you're awake and you have to recover and it hurts and stuff like that. But obviously I've never had any like major surgery done. This
was like my first major surgery. Like I didn't even, so apparently it's been with me since I was born, but it just like just activated like when I was 22. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That like you live your whole life and then you get to this point and they're like, hey, you have this.
So now I try to like eat better. Well, I'm lying. Actually, I told myself I would eat better, but when you live in a Mexican household with good food,
it's hard.
Yeah, it's very.
Oh yeah, they got enchiladas,
and then they tell you like, oh, you got a little cilantro. That's healthy. Yeah, on top of all this good meat and tortillas. Yeah, that's just like, yeah, it's crazy.
Well, can you drink like alcohol or anything?
No,
like that? No. What'd you chug?
Honestly,
is that juice?
A lot of people thought that was wine and it was cranberry juice.
I was gonna say it looked like it looked like wine, so I was like, damn, he chugged it like a champ. He just took the whole thing.
Because I don't really drink cranberry juice. I'm like, you know what? I can make this look like some wine. You know what I'm saying? So give people like, okay, like stress reliever. Maria looking at me while I'm filming the video. She's like, motherfucker, that's cranberry juice. Just like it was definitely.
It looked like wine, but you sold it so good because you're like, oh, it's time to celebrate, and you chugged it. So I was like, that's a lot of wine.
Yeah.
And I think I've drank wine like once in my life.
Yeah, I think.
So like, and it wasn't like, I didn't really like it. So like for you to chug a whole thing of wine, I was like, damn, he's going in hard.
Yeah, it was definitely like, I got to do something. I can't like drink. I can't like do, I don't know if we could talk about this on live.
No, you talk about anything.
Weed. I can't do none of that. I honestly don't have the need or feel like doing that stuff anymore. Honestly, like,
well, you used to before, right? Like you drink and smoke and stuff like that.
Not drink, but I was like a big smoker.
Big smoker weed. Yeah. It's all right. You could say it. They literally people have come here and talked about heroin use. So
it's. I think weed and like hospital drugs is like the only thing that I've like come across. But I had like a short addiction in the hospital. Tell the truth about that.
There's a lot of people that talk about like oxycodone and like morphine and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've oxycodone, morphine, fentanyl,
they give you fentanyl?
I tell you what, that I don't want to sound like a drug addict, but that's a good one. That's a good one. So yummy hospital drug, probably one of my top threes. Xanax, Percocets. It was been times where like when I was in the ICU, they were giving me Percocets and Xanax like within the same time.
What?
To like help me sleep. I only sleep for like 45 minutes, so them Xanax didn't work. The Percocets, I don't really know, like, can't really say, but fentanyl, I had to get it through like IV.
Click.
Yeah, so I had to get it through the IV.
Yeah, they got you on a drip system for those things.
I remember they put this catheter in my neck to see. I forgot what they were trying to see. I was like so drugged up, I didn't even know what they was talking about. And it was like, give him some more fentanyl. I said, some more? Yeah, I don't even remember y'all giving me the first one. Yeah. But I remember like when they shot it on my IV, like I just felt like so like
I don't know. Mainlining.
Yeah, like I was in like La La Land or something, like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or something.
That's insane.
Because a lot was going on. Like that's all I was asking for, like for like a week straight, and they would just give it to me. Like they're like, "Are you in pain?" I wasn't in pain, but I was like, "Yeah, I'm in pain. My neck, my back, my leg, everything hurts. Just give it to me." And they would. But afterwards, I started thinking like, "Damn, I haven't seen my son in a month. Let me stop doing this stuff without anything can go bad."
Yeah.
And so let me chill out on all this stuff. Then they gave me like, "Oh, you want to move to some Percocet?" Like shit. So my Advil would have worked, but I take that too.
If you're gonna give it to me, I'm gonna take it.
I take that too. And then it was one time like dude, I like aired my hospital room out, like, because everybody, like Maria's family was coming to see me, and my family was there, and I was just like so drugged up, I couldn't control nothing. So when I just like passed gas, like the nurses was coming in, it's like, ooh, some smell of him. Just like, yeah, that's me. Just like, it was crazy. Like all the stuff that they was telling me after the surgery, I'm like, I did that. Like her dad never let me live that down. He was like, your culo, the smell. Like,
oh wow.
Oh God. Well, thank you for telling me. It was crazy.
Well, yeah, you don't know what's going on. Yeah. You're just in your own little world.
It's out.
There's a lot of people that like they'll get addicted to that afterwards.
Yeah.
So they say like a lot of people end up taking heroin because of that addiction that started in a hospital, you know?
Yeah.
So the fact that you could just be like, okay, I'm good. You know, you're thinking about your son and stuff like that.
It was like, honestly, like I'm not trying to make, sympathy. Like it was definitely hard. Like even after I left the hospital, they gave me Percocet.
Yeah, yeah.
So I ran through 2 bottles of that because technically for pain, but when you come home from like fresh surgery, like you're in pain. So I was popping like 2 a day, maybe 3 a day. You know what I'm saying? And it was
Those are
like
some heavy duty.
Yeah, it was
painkillers.
Like, helping me. It was helping me a lot. Like I would just only take it, like I said, just for the pain. But when I looked up, it's like, damn, I ran through like 2 bottles of like 50 pills in like almost a week. Probably like a week and a half, maybe. So it's like, yeah, I don't.
And what hurt? Just where they cut open?
Yeah, because they
just
cut
everywhere
from, like,
inside.
Just like what they cut, but it was like they had to break my sternum. So like while that was healing, it's like this big ass slash down from like my chest to my stomach.
Yeah.
And then I got like 2 little, like all this stuff is permanent. These scars, I have like 2 on my side with like chest tubes at. Then I have another 2 where the drive line is at with my liqueur hanging out. So it's like 6 scars and me trying to heal all at the same time. And it's just crazy. Like I just couldn't go a day without them. It's like, dude, I was in so much pain.
Oh, I say stuff like, okay, I would never, but I guarantee you the moment they do something, I'm taking, even if I broke my ankle, I think I'd ask for that shit. I'm such a pussy when it comes to like pain.
Yeah.
I take Tylenol because like I feel like a headache's coming. You know what I mean?
Me too. Like I don't know. It's like some reason like for pain. Like Maria tell you, I'm like a dude could be so tough, but when he's like sick or in pain, he's the biggest crybaby in the world. Like that's just how I am. Like Maria tell you, like she had to take care of me. Like it was just crazy.
So like around this time with the whole coronavirus, how are you dealing with all that? Like, do you fear any of that, or you just, because you do have an underlying condition, which they fucking scream from the rooftops. Like,
yeah, honestly, I'm scared shitless. I tell you, like just like when all of this came about, I was still like outside going into stores and all that, and my doctors, everybody, like I have a whole team for my heart failure, so they call me like separate lines. You're not going outside, are you? No. Okay, good. Stay in the house. Don't go outside. What? And I tell Maria, like, okay, like I've been in the house way too long. Take me to get some fresh air, like a little dog or something. Take me to get some air. Take me to the car. I'll go to the store with you, but I sit in the car with the window down.
That's good.
She's like, okay, but wear a mask and don't get out the car. So I'm, like I said, like a dog on my head out the window getting some fresh air.
Yeah.
But they don't let me go outside. Maria don't let me go outside. But it's all for like my care, you know what I'm saying? Because if I get it, first of all, they said something like blood types that's like,
yeah, some blood types are more susceptible to the disease than others.
For some reason, just my luck, I'm one of them. So
you have
on top of having heart failure, I have the blood type for this. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's crazy. So I try not to like be around that many people.
Yeah, I sanitized.
Yeah,
most of this.
Yeah,
it smells like sanitizer.
Yeah. I could definitely tell because when I came in, I smelled that new carpet smell. It's like,
yeah, the carpet is brand new. Just because the whole thing flooded, and I had another carpet. And it just soaked up all the water. And I was like, I'm just going to let it dry.
Yeah.
And then when like a couple days passed, it did dry, but it smelled so bad because that water isn't clean. So it's like, okay, now I got to throw it out. But I need that because if you don't have that, it sounds more echoey in the room.
Yeah.
So you have to like soundproof pretty much everything. If you see around here, you see the corners right there. Yeah. You see behind me, see that's soundproof for echo and bass or whatever.
Yeah, see, I still got a lot to work on.
Little tips for your podcast. Yeah,
I definitely got a lot to work. I just got the microphone. I got like a nice microphone. I've tried it out. I have Funko Pops, of course. But like little decorations, and I have like you got the LED thing going on? Like I like that too. I'm like, I like that. I'm going to get me one. So Maria's like, oh God. So like I put it on the back of my TV. And,
okay.
I don't know if that's why I shoot it at, but I still have to get it like perfectly for me. And it was, I don't know, it's just a lot.
Yeah, if you want like a logo like this, you could go to Office Depot and they'll do it. It's like a foam cardboard thing. They'll print it out for you.
Yeah, I definitely got to get one.
Yeah.
I like it. And it's actually a good name for your podcast. Like, Isn't It Crazy Podcast? And like every time, like I said, I was practicing with Maria last night. Like, she's like, what are you going to say? Don't say too much about me. And I'm just like, yeah, but ever since I started, like, isn't it crazy? Like, this is normally like, that's how I talk. Like, isn't it crazy? It's crazy. Yeah. Like, man, that's his podcast. So I'm like, yeah, this is definitely like a dope spot for me to be at.
Yeah, the original name to this podcast wasn't going to be Isn't It Crazy? It was going to be Live from My Mom's Basement podcast. But I searched that up.
And somebody already had it.
Yeah. What's his name? FaceBank had it. Like Mom's Basement. So I was like, it's either I try to compete with him or I just get a new podcast name. Yeah. So I literally thought about that name like maybe 2 days. And my girlfriend actually helped me out. She's like, oh, you always say that. Every time we're like walking around somewhere, and you're like, isn't it crazy that this building's been here for 50 years? Yeah. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll call it Isn't It Crazy?
It's actually a dope name. Like, it fits the channel and everything. Like,
what's the name of yours?
In the Air That Night podcast. Because it's like, I don't know, like, I just like, I have like this whole little dream fantasy in my head, like how I want to talk when I introduce myself. Like, I don't know, like, what's up, guys? Welcome to In the Air Tonight podcast. In the Air Tonight, the topic is, what we're gonna talk about is blah blah blah.
The air,
yeah. And also, they came from Phil Collins. Like, a lot of people think because I'm black, I don't listen to like song, white music or country music. Yes, I do.
I listen to everything. I grew up with Frank Sinatra because we would go to Joe Caputo's, and that's all they played. So like at school, I'd be like singing a Frank Sinatra song, and my teachers would be like, "You're fucking 10. What are you doing?" Yeah. So they would ask me like, where'd you learn that song? And I was like, oh, at Joe Caputo's. Because back then, my mom would start shopping and she would just let me walk around the store. Didn't care if I was going to get kidnapped or not. And that's the songs that like got embedded in me. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like I said, like how you listen. I listen to like Miranda Cosgrove. Like, I know this sounds weird. Like from the TV show iCarly, Ariana Grande. It's just like songs that stick to you that you just like. I'm like, I don't know. So when I play those songs, I got to play them by myself. Because if my fiance hears that shit, like, dude, I'm starting to think I'm the man in the relationship. So it's kind of like, what's wrong,
I feel like have you seen the interview with James Franco?
No.
Where he talks to Jim, they go to North Korea.
No, I don't think I've seen that one. No, I don't think I've seen that one.
It's a hilarious movie. But there's a moment where Kim Jong-un, like in the movie, he says, he's like, do you think listening to fireworks is gay? And James Franco's like, no. And he goes, do you think margaritas are gay? And he goes, no. And he's like, who made you think that margaritas and the fireworks was gay? He's like, my dad. And he's like, it's not gay. And then they start like jamming out to fireworks from Katy Perry.
What's crazy about you telling this story is like, I'm the person who'll be like, no, I don't think that's gay. Like, like when we went to Miami one time or whenever we like go to bars or whatever, like, I always got to get like the not strong drinks or like colorful drinks. Yeah. Maria, like, dude, if you don't man up when you drink something,
they're good.
Like, I like Cosmos are yummy, like the type of stuff, like little gummy bears I'm hanging on my drinks, just looking like dude. So it's like, it's crazy.
I mean, I drink Jack and Coke just regularly, but when we went on vacation to Cancun, we were getting these blueberry mojitos. And like, you see these guys are like, let me get a shot of bourbon. I'm like, can I get 2 blueberry mojitos, please?
There's nothing wrong with that.
They would like look at me like, what the fuck? Is that for your girlfriend, you pussy? I'm like, these are for me. Yeah, she already has 2 over there.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I never cared. We were actually I was talking to my girl about how you should always do what you like, not follow people. Yeah. Because then what if you don't like it? You're just doing it because everybody's doing it. Exactly. Then you're not going to be happy.
Exactly.
And we were talking about that because the girls, my nieces and her daughter were here. And one of them said, I want to watch Trolls. And the other 2 were like, no, I don't want to watch it. Because one of them, the oldest one, had said, I don't want to watch the movie. But at the end of the night, the little one fell asleep. And the other 2 were watching, like just locked into the movie. So I'm like, see, the little one didn't care whether they wanted to watch it or not. So we lose that when we grow up. Yeah. We want to become these people like, I want to fit in and I'm going to do what other people do. And I did that in high school, and sometimes I wasn't happy doing what they were doing.
My high school days sucked. Like, I never could fit in. Like, Like I didn't know how to dress. I would wear like, they had like the little emoji jogger pants. I had like peels and little demon emojis and smiley faces on it. And I would wear like these bright ass purple shoes and like a long sleeve shirt. I just looked like a clown. Like now that I go back and think about it,
mistakes were made.
Yeah, like I definitely didn't fit in, but I definitely stood out. That was bright ass colors all the time.
Yeah, but were you happy doing that? Like, were you comfortable?
To be honest, I didn't have no choices. We didn't have like I didn't have like a job at that time, and it was kind of hard like to have these kind of clothes. Mm-hmm. So what I was doing was graphic designs at the time, like little flyers, and I would go spend $25 on these damn emoji pants because they was trending at the time. But I don't know, like when I would get it, like, oh, I think I'm gonna be the shit when I wear these. Go to school, everybody else is just like wearing regular ass jeans, and then that's me, the fucking clown. So just like, I'd never wear these again.
We had this friend growing up. We were like 6, and we got light up shoes. And he would ask his dad, he's like, can I get light up shoes? And his dad's like, no. So then we got Fat Farm, and he got the light up shoes.
Yeah.
And then we started wearing Nikes, and he got the Fat Farm. So he was always like a step behind.
Yeah.
And then one time he tried to switch it up. He's like, okay, I'm going to hop in front of the trend. So he got Pumas, and they start roasting him about it. They're like, dude, you got some car, like, what race car are you driving right now?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you wearing those velvet shoes for? And he's like, damn, like I missed the mark by so much.
Yeah, like he thought he was gonna be the shit.
And and then everybody's backfired. Like, what the fuck? We're moving on to Vans, bitch. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? So I don't know, just always do your thing,
Yeah. I was never like I said, I never fit in high school, like never. But like I always like I didn't even know myself in high school. Honestly, like I was still like trying to figure out what I liked, what I didn't like, and come to find out I'm pretty good at like talking and pretty good at like writing.
Yeah, you're pretty natural on the camera. That's one thing that like I was like, I want him on the podcast because I want people that are willing to talk. And, like aren't gonna freak out because there's a camera in their face. You know, you're doing perfect now, but like
honestly, like once you get used to it, like for me, it's kind of like the one thing like you said about a podcast is when you're doing it alone, you're by yourself. But like we're having a conversation, so it's like the camera's not even like
it's not even a thing.
Yeah.
So I've had people on here who were like, yeah, we're just gonna have a conversation. I'm like, it's a little different when you turn on the camera. It feels like somebody's watching you. So my friend Kevin, the white boy, he got on and he's like, oh, let's do this. And then he's just like, the moment he heard that sound go off on the camera, he's like, he turned to me and he goes, I'm nervous. I was like, what the you were just talking shit the whole time.
Yeah.
And now you're nervous. But the more he does it, the more comfortable he is.
Yeah.
And for you, it just seemed like you got on there and you just went with it. You ran with it. There was no nervous stage where you had to.
I think because for me, like I tried to do this like whole acting thing too, like in school. Yeah. We had to do like these plays and we would have went to like the broadcast in New York and
oh wow.
I made it past the first round. I wish. I made it past the first round, but then when I got to like in front of like it's just you by yourself and it's like 4 judges. I made the mistake. I was looking at the judges while I was performing instead of like becoming a character.
Yeah.
And they're like, you did good, but you was, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't like the character. So I didn't really make it.
So would you ever do acting?
Probably. Like if I had the chance to do it, like I think I would. But the thing about me is like everybody have their way of preparing for a role or anything. For me, like I have to like prepare. Like in some of my videos, I write down literally everything I say in my memo pad, go over it, memorize it. Just like, okay, I got this. Let's go.
I used to do that, and yours is natural, you know, because you're saying what you want to say.
Yeah.
For me, I would read it, and then it sounded like I was talking like this because I was like reading it, and I'm such a fucking moron. Like I read slow, so it wasn't like a normal speech pattern. It was just me trying to figure out, you know. And I write like shit. Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck is that word? And it just threw me off. So I was like, okay, just go off the cuff, like whatever you're feeling. And if it comes out dumb, it comes out dumb. But at least you're having like an honest conversation. But like you said, everybody has different methods of what they do. I kind of practice it in the shower.
Yeah.
Where I'm saying like, okay, like this is what I'm going to say. These are the topics I'm going to touch. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get.
Yep.
So you're going to find that it's time consuming. Like I was telling my girlfriend because I told her that you want to start a podcast or you have your podcast. And I was like, I'm going to tell him what it takes to actually sit here and do that, you know?
Sorry to cut you off.
No, it's all right.
And it's crazy. Like, I'm one of those people, like, if I want to learn something, like, I'm definitely going to, like, listen and try to learn as much as I could. And it's like, because there's no such thing as too much information.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you telling me, like, oh, I'll show you how I do everything, I'm like, yo, that's dope. Because there's people out here, like, let's say we didn't know each other and I say, like, oh, I want to do a podcast. Can you help me? Like, you could have been a total asshole about it. Like, no, look up YouTube. You know what I'm saying? There's YouTube videos about it. Instead of you, like, personally, like, I'll show you. So
whatever question you have here, I'm down to be like, yeah. Because one, I like talking about it.
Yeah.
And two, I did have to do the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Where I would stop I would watch my favorite podcast. And then I would be like, what type of mics are they using? What kind of, like, holders are they using? What kind of chairs? What kind of, like, the system was the hardest. Yeah. Because nobody's showing you the machines that in the back. So I would have to look at producers that produce podcasts, and it would be like the behind the scenes, like, this is what I do while they're talking. And then you would stop it and you're like, what does that say? Yeah. And then it's like DBX box 100. So I'm like, all right, now I got to look up that. And then you start seeing, like, and a bunch of Google articles. So it's time consuming, where if I found somebody, like you said, to show you, you save so much time. Yeah. So whatever question you have about price, why there's something here, and, like, I'm not saying I'm the know, like, I know everything, but I know some of the structure to get to where you want to be. Yeah.
This, like, like you was talking about the whole Corona thing. That's what I was telling Maria. Like, one of my podcasts, you know, when I talk about it's like, how can you benefit from the coronavirus? And it's like, we're at home, certain people not working, and we just on our phones like a bunch of lazy asses, couch potato bums. Yeah. And instead, like, use that time to learn something. Like, I was telling one of my boys that, and tell him, like, you want to make beats? Go to YouTube, learn how to make beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, take your time with it. You got all the time right now. Yeah. You're not working. You got time. He ended up making beats. Now his beats are doing like 8,000 views. I'm like, see, that's a start. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely went to something that you wanted to do. You learned it. So it's like, me, I want to do a podcast. So the first person I started, like, watching was Isn't a Crazy Podcast. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just see, like, I like your setup. Like I said, I was talking about the cereal boxes and the Funko Pops. Yeah. And then the intro was fire too. Like I think that's one of my favorite parts about your podcast, the intro, because it's like the music and everything.
Oh, when it, like, zooms out. Yeah,
like I think that was so damn dope. Like, I'm just like,
There's been times where it's frustrating to do this. Yeah. That intro was the most frustrating thing, because if you see all the floating items, those were individually photographed behind a green screen and then put into the production or whatever. But I hadn't figured that all out. Like, how to, like, make the camera in After Effects start here and zoom out, and then place in a 3D plane all those objects.
And it's crazy. All the objects are, like, I've seen some of them that's, like, actually here right now. So I'm like, that's dope.
The Morty.
You shot it in your room and it barely looks like it. Like, it looked like this, like, fancy ass $2,000 intro. And then mine, so I'm like, okay, like, I like light bulbs. So let's do something. Let's light up my logo. Let's just do that.
You have the intro thing. What do you do for that, for your videos?
How I make it?
Yeah, because it's like, is it like a voiceover where they already have, like, the template where they're doing the clicks and stuff like that?
No, like, far as my, okay, are we talking about my podcast or the regular intro?
The regular intro.
Okay, for the regular one, I had somebody make that one, but they, like, they already had that as a template. Yeah. But they just, like, plug my stuff into it, if that makes sense. Yeah. And then when I seen them, I'm like, yo, this is dope. Yeah. But then the podcast intro, I want to do something, like, different, like, not something, like, too much. Like, yours is just right. Like I said, like, it's actually in your room, but it don't look like it. Like, it looked like it's a $2,000 fucking intro, you know what I'm saying, that you pay for. Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, I can't do that. But yeah, I could do something with light bulbs in my logo. So I'm just like, okay, let's just do that. And then when I seen them, I'm like, okay, I like it. It reminded me of, like, the hot new ones, the little hot chicken wing YouTube thing that they got going on. I don't know if you've seen it.
The hot ones, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, it's close to that. I like
so
it.
like neon?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so the logo was like, it was already that color, but I just sent it out and somebody, like, did it for me. Let's just make it like a little bar, like how to open signs. And I'm like, just do something like that. And they did that. I'm like, it's not too much going on. I like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You'd be surprised how much things you could do if you're willing to take the time and effort to fucking do it.
Yeah. And that cost me like $5. Like, it cost me $5.
Did you do it on Fiverr?
The person I paid to do it.
Fiverr's a good place to like go and do things. Most of the things I've ever done was just YouTube videos and trial and error till I got what I thought was gonna be decent. Like the intro. Yeah. The intro, the part that fucked with me the most was I use Adobe Premiere for everything. Photoshop, Premiere Pro, Audition, like the sound waves you see there, that's all Audition and like Adobe or whatever. But you don't, when you open it up, you're like, what the fuck does any of this do? So you gotta try. And sometimes when you're like exporting a file, you gotta learn like, hey, this means that it's gonna look this way. But if you don't know that, you export it and then it comes out and like there's black bars because you didn't make it the right size. And I was sitting here in the summer just ready to cry because I was like, I can't do this. I can't get this. Yeah. It's frustrating. But the moment I got it right,
it's like fucking just popping out.
A different level of like happiness. Like I was talking about it the whole day and my girlfriend was like, Jesus, dude, it's a fucking intro. And I was like,
no, it's more than that.
Yeah, like you weren't there for those 7 hours it took to make this shit. You weren't there at 4 a.m. trying to take the picture, but it's nice that you have an idea of what the podcast is going to be, because then you can go towards that goal. Yeah, and to your intro, you have to visualize everything. Yeah,
it was crazy. Like I kind of already had like graphic design skills and this and that, but like I edit all my videos on my phone, like the little drum roll and stuff, like just like sound effects and green screen stuff. But when you open it, like you said, when you open it on the desktop, it should look like a whole different thing. But I kind of like
Chinese.
Like if you don't know kind of like what you're doing, then you're gonna like ready to give up. Yeah. But if you kind of like know a little bit or you're kind of familiar with it, it's a little more work. But you know what you're doing. You know where to start. Mm-hmm. You know how you want your video to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like your podcast have certain topics and you like highlight those topics in the title. Yeah. Like that's dope because you already have these thoughts in your head like what you want to talk about. Yeah. Same thing for my videos. Like sometimes my videos be last minute. Like for my last video I uploaded the 1 year. That was last minute. Like I honestly didn't plan on, like I didn't know she got me a cake. I didn't know that. So when I seen the cake, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. We finna make a video. Like I told her like, give me your phone. She didn't even want me to put her part when she was singing the happy heart birthday song to me. She's like, take me out. I'm like, no, it's authentic. I like it. So it's like, if you don't know what you're doing, then it's definitely going to be hard for you.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing about that, your last video was that it, like you said, it was last minute, off the cuff. Sometimes when you think about it too much, you can ruin it. Yeah. So if it comes out genuine if you just do it right. Yeah. Like at the moment, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going to say comes out genuine. And what you learn about podcasts is you can have the best mics, you can have everything. If the content isn't there, it doesn't mean shit because nobody's listening. Yeah. So like you can't take it too personal. Like I look at the numbers and I'm like, all right, I get more views when I have a person. I get more views when I talk about certain type of things. If I'm talking about sports, you get less views and stuff like that. Like the video that did the least one was the UFC one, the UFC card breakdown. Yeah. One, because I get it. It's clunky and I'm feeling things out. Yeah. But two, if you look at my audience is more girls than guys. Like YouTube will tell you everything from how old they are to what type of people they are and where they are. Somebody in the UK is listening to me. I'm trying to get on that level. Like I think I just have people like in the US, but it's like my LVAD videos. Like I've looked up like see who else have LVAD videos, and there's a couple of people. Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, this is something I want to do. Like you don't see me, you see people like these professional commercials about it, but do they talk about the downsides of it? Like I was telling you, like I have kryptonite for my LVAD. Like certain things I can't do. And on those other videos, people don't talk about those. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do because nobody want to tell you how it really is. I'm gonna be the one to step up and tell you how it really is. Like it's good, it's bad. You can take it how you want to take it, but life is what you make it to be. And I decided to make mine. So like, I'm gonna make mine a YouTube channel. I want everybody to see me enjoy in my life, even though this is a big thing, you know. Mm-hmm. So. Well, your videos take like like I said, like 80% of that fear away because you're literally unveiling what it's like to live with it. Yeah. So it's like an essential service to people.
Yeah.
You're helping people not go on Google and get scared and look at these numbers and then be like, not know what it feels like to actually go through where you're going.
Yeah.
So people like you are necessary where you're explaining and taking the fear out of it could help somebody.
Yeah.
You know, like, and two, say they get the same diagnosis. They could look at you and be like, look at this guy. He's doing everything he can to be happy.
Yeah.
Regardless, you know? So it's like that inspires people to do their own shit.
Yeah.
And like you saying like I helped you like with the motivation to start a podcast.
Of course.
That feels great to me, you know, like, and I'm down to help you do whatever you need to make it a successful podcast and make it like you already sound good and you know how to talk, you know. So more like infrastructure than anything.
Yeah, but like I said, like you can never have too much like information about something. Like
well, that's good that you're like moldable. You're like, I'm ready to learn instead of like I know everything.
Yeah, I remember first watching your podcast. Maria was like, "Oh, my fiance." For those who don't know, she was just telling me like, "Oh yeah, my friend Rudy has a YouTube and a podcast."
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to go check this out. So I'm like, "What's his name?" She told me. I looked it up. Okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning, like from when you uploaded your first intro when you was walking.
Yes.
Like I'm gonna start from the bottom, go up. Started from the bottom. Okay, I definitely feel that this is like something he liked to do. He loved to do. So I started watching more and more and more. So I'm like, okay, and start seeing you have guests. And like I always like, I think those are like my favorite too. Like I definitely like to see people because it's like just like seeing other people and seeing them like be funny too and not like 100% serious all the time and to the mic like trying to be political and politics and all that type of stuff. I think that definitely is like dope. So I'm like, I told Maria like, I want to make a podcast because of Rudy. I want to make a podcast because of him. She's like, oh my God. She rolled her eyes. So I'm like,
go for it.
You think I could do it? She's like, yeah, I mean, Rudy's a good guy. If you ask him questions, I'm sure he'll help you. And like I said, like you could have been like an asshole about it. Like, no, fuck you. Go look it up on Google. Struggle how I struggle. You know, instead you just like helped out. And you don't find too many people like that. Like if somebody was to say, make an LVAD channel, because a lot of people like hit me up to talk about these type of things. Like, oh, I seen your video. I love your videos. And if they like, oh, can you help me out? Yeah, I help you. I want to tell you like, fuck off. Go look, go Google and see everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to struggle in the hospital bed, like with so many cords strapped to me, no moving space, watching the same fucking Christmas movies over and over for like 24 hours straight. Yeah.
You watched it in different languages and stuff.
I pretty much know how to speak these languages now.
What was the movie?
I don't know. It's like Christmas Carol or something, but it was kind of like a narrative kind of thing, like a little boy going to see Santa Claus and this and that. And he wanted a BB gun for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
But on Christmas, they played this from Christmas Eve to like December 26th. Jesus. So I had to watch this because everything else was like boring. It was just like meditation music. And I kind of know how to meditate just a little bit, but not to the point where I can sit there for hours.
I can't do that.
Yes, it's hard to explain. I be trying to get my fiance to do it. She's like, she'd do it. Like, boy, I ain't got time for this shit. Leave me alone. So it's just like, okay, whatever.
You know, there's trips that you could go and meditate for like days and months. It's like, what are you guys doing?
See, I can't do months, but I can. If I really, really like put my all into it, I think I could do like 13 hours, maybe 24 hours.
Yeah, they're trying to. I feel like they're trying to. Well, the guy says he's like, I'm trying to reach a nirvana state. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, how do you even?
I think. Like,
just do drugs.
It was crazy. I was just about to say that. When I used to smoke, that's how I like learned. Like, the first time I got high, it's always like a story about the first time you get high. Mm-hmm. And for me, I got married to an ice princess. I know that sounds so fucking weird.
That does sound weird.
I was laying in my bed and I was smoking. And I'm like, this don't work. This weed don't work. Marijuana don't work on me.
Yeah.
I laid down. Oh, it works. I had like these what is these things called? These goggles, virtual reality goggles. I had those on. I got the one where you could put your phone inside where you don't have to hold your phone.
The Oculus?
Yeah. And I put on like ocean meditation music. And I promise you, like, it sounds crazy. And I'm not trying to persuade people to go do marijuana. But when I did it, I was watching, I seen like fish. And it was just like the music. And I kind of like zoned out. And I think I was asleep. I don't really know. Like, honestly, I don't know. Mm-hmm. And I was just thinking in my head, like I was on these fish took me to some type of fucking ice castle, and like the piano sounds. This is how you know I'm not lying. The piano sounds. If you know how the piano sounds, then you'll know. But like if you tap the wall, it sounded like a piano sound. So like the walls, the whole thing was made out of ice. So I was like picturing myself like pluck the wall, and it was like piano sounds like echoing. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm lit. I'm really high. So then I picture myself like getting married to some type of ice princess, and I went to work the next day and I told all my friends about it. I was so hyped. Like they looked at me, they're like, dude, stop smoking whatever you're smoking.
That's laced with something.
I'm like, just stop. So I'm like, no, I was like, for real, like I got married and it was wonderful. And then they're just like, dude, like you still got something left? So just like, maybe.
Wow.
So just like, all right, let's go smoke with you. So
it sounds like fun.
No comment. Teachers on, we outgrown here. So I mean, I would say do it like for those who haven't done it. If you like grown and you want to do it someplace where you feel comfortable. I was in the house. Like I definitely had a bad trip outside somewhere. I smoked with one of my friends, and I was going home, and to my house is like on the left hand, right side of me is nothing but bushes.
Yeah,
and it was late at night, so I'm walking. I start feeling like I was in Children of the Cornfield, the movie.
Yeah.
So I'm walking to my house. I noticed like when I came to, I was like 6 houses past my house. So I had to turn around and go back to my house. And then it got bad. It kept getting worse because now I'm paranoid. I'm knocking on the door. Nobody answers. It's a full house full of people. Nobody answers. So I'm like, am I knocking on the door? So I knock again. Nobody answers. Like, okay. I know I'm high, but I know I just knocked. So I kicked the door. And I heard it myself. I kicked it. So they come answer the door. I'm like, thank God. So I just laid down. I'm like, I'm not smoking no more. I'm just not. I'm just not. Yeah. So
that's one part of like smoking where I want to feel like I'm in control, but you're not.
Yeah.
And then you don't know where the fuck you're at, and you're paranoid, and you're just like, fuck.
Yep.
I can't do this.
It's definitely crazy.
Well, when I'm drunk, I mean, I do the same shit too.
Oh, I've seen my share of drunk stories. Trust me. I've seen it all. I don't think because I don't like, I drink a beer or so, but I can't just like throw down shots or nothing like that.
Oh, shots are the worst.
I just can't.
I'll throw up.
I think for my gender reveal, I did maybe 2. Like one with all my friends and one with like my fiance's brother. And that was it.
And they like tequila, dude.
Yes.
Oh, I hate tequila. I can't drink tequila. You like tequila?
If I had to drink, that would be my drink of choice. Like
I gotta stick with whiskey.
Yeah, like,
I don't know why.
I've tried bourbon like once.
Bourbon?
Yeah.
The thing about tequila is like, I think it's just like, so it's connected to some like bad memories where I just like threw up, or I ended up crying on the way home from a club or something. So it's just like every time I take it, I'm like, here we go again, you know? Like, it's not gonna it's not gonna end well.
Yeah.
So tequila for me, like the worst time I drank tequila was I was talking to this one girl, and her friend invited us over to her house. Mm-hmm. We took tequila. We were just taking tequila shots because they had this big, like, you know, those big blue bottles they bring from Mexico.
Yeah.
So we were drinking that. And I didn't know tequila doesn't let me get hard. So, like, I'm finally with this girl. Uh-huh. I'm like, all right, we're going to do this. And then she's like, do you have a condom? And I was like, no. And then I had to go to my friend's house who lived like a block away to pick up a condom. And I'm like, Ryan, you got to give me this condom. And he's like, fine, here. So I get back and I just couldn't do it. And then she told everybody that I couldn't get it. Like she told like the whole school, and I was just like, I'm never drinking tequila ever again.
It's crazy. Like the fact that, like I said, we had too much in common. Like we literally probably talk for like 4 hours if we had to. But speaking of that story, like I do like virtual visits with my doctor because they don't want me in the hospital. Mm-hmm. And she was asking me questions like, yeah, you got anything else to tell me? I'm like, no. She was like, oh, before you go, how's everything down there? I was like, what? She's like, does it work? Yeah. She was like, oh, because some people reported that even with what I have, that they have problems because of blood flow.
Yeah.
And before I knew I was diagnosed with this, those all my problems. Like I couldn't like keep it up.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, now, you know, you can, even if it's fine, if you want to, you can take Viagra to ensure that it's fine.
Oh, like, wow.
I'm like, lady, I'm 23. Like, if I take Viagra, I feel like I'm 60. Like, I'm not taking no damn Viagra, but just like, she's like, oh, if you want to take it, it's there. You know, you can take it. So I'm like, no, I'm okay.
So she told you she was like prescribe it and everything?
Yeah, like she's like, yo, primary or prescribe it to you. I'm like, lady, I don't need no Viagra, but thank you for, you know, offering me. Like, I keep that in mind, you know?
Yeah. So you could do it, obviously, right? Like do they recommend it?
Or? For some, I guess it depends on like the person. Like it definitely depends on the person. I was trying to get it in the hospital, honestly.
Oh wow, okay.
Because it's just crazy. Like being in the hospital, you strapped, and I tried, didn't work out. Like I remember watching your podcast, you were saying like don't masturbate before you go out on a date or something like that.
Yeah, because it's the same thing.
Yeah, and I was trying that, but the thing was, my nurses kept coming in like, "Are you okay?" And I didn't know what was going on, but they have a heart monitor on me, so my heart rate was jumping from like 80 to like 120. So it's just like crazy. So one lady almost called me. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I got scared by a scary movie."
Oh wow.
She's like, "Oh, okay." She kind of like walked out. Like
they're in their office. They're like, "This motherfucker, check it out."
Like, let me just stop. It was crazy.
Well, I didn't know they had the whole. Well, they have it on their computer, right?
Yeah.
So they
see
know
it on
exactly.
The computer too.
Oh wow.
It was crazy.
How? So it would go up like what, 40, 50?
Like it was because my heart rate, since I had heart rate, was already like kind of high, like 90s. But it was, my shit was going to like 120, 130, 147 here and then. So it's just like I would watch it and then I would try to like think I was a Jedi ninja and try to like control my heart rate or something. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
You can't control. You barely control what you're doing.
It doesn't work. So it was just crazy.
Well, that's good that like not everything, like not all the activities, especially that one. You know, like as a dude, everybody likes doing it. So it's like that would be like, oh, you can't do it? Like, come on.
That was actually one of my main concerns. Like, I kid you not. Like, my fiance doesn't know, but I definitely did. Like, she was like going home or something, but they was telling me the things I can't do, and I'm just like, so they just like cutting me off. I'm like, okay, I got a question. Like, they're like, when can I do it? And they just like,
all right, so kind of had some technical difficulties. That happens every time I do this for more than an hour, but we're talking about sex. Yeah. And the fact that you can do that.
Yeah. I got
more power to you. Yeah. Would you want to have more kids?
I know my fiance is watching this. I know she is.
She's listening honestly, real hard right now.
She wants 2 more. I want 1 more. I want a girl.
Okay.
Or if we have 2 more in the future, then that's fine. You know what I'm saying? The more the merrier.
Yeah.
But it's like 3 little ninjas or something, you know, but I think like 2 more.
A boy and a girl.
Yeah.
You get both best of both worlds. Yeah. Well, we already have a girl. Like my girlfriend, she had a kid in her previous relationship.
Yeah.
And the more I date my girlfriend, I'm like, all right, like I care about her daughter. And like every time she's like, oh, do you want to have a kid? I'm like, yes, but I want a boy. That way we could just stop right there.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the greatest with kids, I would say. Like maybe because I like pay attention to other things and I'm not paying attention to my kid. That's why my sister never leaves me with my nephew who's 1. Because she knows like I'll play with him, but then eventually I'm going to go on my phone and the kid can walk around and fight. Last time she left him with me, he was running around and he fell on the ground and hit his head like hard. And I was like I felt bad for like 2 days. And like, I'm like, I can't have kids, dude. Yeah. I'd be worried the whole time. Like,
they cute and everything, but my son is like crazy. He's a different breed of a baby. Like he gets mad if you don't give him something or if you take something from him. He throws his head back no matter where he's at. Like he could be sitting on the floor. He jumps back and hits his head. It's just like, oh my God. But it's like, it's sometimes, like I said, like kids can be frustrating. Like I said, everybody loves their kid. I love my son with everything in me. But it'd be times where like he's in his walker and he actually tripped Maria one day and she was trying to like step over him while he was in his walker and he don't want to be alone without her. So he backed up and tripped her.
Oh, wow.
And she was just like, oh, I know she wanted to curse. I know she wanted to use some bad words like, you little fucker. But just like, oh, get away from me. So it's just like, it definitely gets frustrating.
I think I would swear for my kids. I swear all the time, dude.
Yeah, like it definitely gets frustrating.
It's like, when I'm having like a conversation with somebody I'm not supposed to be like, maybe my boss or something.
Yeah.
I'll be like, dude, today fucking, I'm like, don't swear. Fuck. Now he knows.
Yeah, it's like, even in my videos, I try not to like swear a lot. But like, I had to throw down like the behind the scenes like shit. Because it literally takes me like 30 minutes to record like a 10-minute video. Because it's like, I just laugh for no damn reason. Like, I just record myself. I just start busting up laughing. Like, it just, I don't know, just, I have fun making the videos. So
that's how
like,
it should be. Yeah, that's how you should just have fun and let your own personality come out and you're going to be genuine.
Yeah.
So like here, like I tell my guests, because you're like, oh, what topic are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
That was so hard for me to answer because like, I want you to tell your story about like why you have a YouTube channel, and like maybe explain the bag and just be like, okay, this is what I'm going through, but this is who I am.
Yeah.
Other than that, you could come here and say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And I've told my guests that, because people do ask that. They'll come in and be like, so what should we talk about? And I'm like, tell me about you.
Yeah.
And that's it. Don't worry about saying anything bad, because believe me, they've said anything from like heroin use to Kevin saying he wants a girl to shit on his chest. It's so, there's no limit to what you could say, you know?
Yeah, because we didn't pretty much talk about like everything. Viagra, sex stories, like kids, like pretty much everything.
Yeah, it's like what you're up to. Yeah, it just makes for good conversation, because people, I feel like people tune into podcasts just because they want to be part of a conversation.
Yeah.
And I always felt like sometimes I'll listen to like my favorite podcast and I'll be like, I'll laugh with them like I'm in the fucking room with them. I was like, haha, that was funny, guys. I was like, oh, you're not even part of this. Like, you're just listening to these guys. Watching. Yeah. But you get so immersed, and that happens when the people in the video are having a genuine conversation.
Yeah.
And
like,
that's the best podcast you can make.
Yeah, like when I like walks, whenever we go on walks, like I kid you not, she'd be like, so what are you guys gonna talk about? I'm like, I don't know. Like, we're just gonna talk about whatever we want to get off our chest, I guess. But like came in, it was just like I honestly thought like it was gonna be like a specific topic, but we covered that, you know what I'm saying? Then it just got to like a whole deep conversation. Like I didn't even know like when I look at you, I wouldn't think that like you like Lady Gaga fireworks or romance movies, like you know what I'm saying? And it's like the same thing, like shit, we got a lot in common. So
well, I have like a resting bitch face. So a lot of people like, my question to people has always been, what do you think about me when you first see me? And a lot of people have said like, you look mean, or like a dick. And I'm like, okay, I can see that.
Yeah, like if I hadn't watched your podcast or like anything like that, like I don't know what I'd say honestly. Like I probably say like, yeah, like you don't want to be bothered. Like
like I'm just leaving me to myself.
Yeah,
but like I am talkative, and this is the reason why I started a podcast, because I love to talk. I won't shut the fuck up. Once I'm comfortable, you can't stop me from talking. Like with my girlfriend, we sit down and I just start talking, and you could tell like when it's really late, she's getting tired and she's like, well, I just want to go to bed.
Yeah,
that's and I'm just fucking.
That's my fiance.
Talking the whole time.
That's my fiance.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm gonna invite somebody over, something about them has to catch my interest.
Yeah,
I don't want to just like, I've gotten requests from people that I don't know. And they're like, oh, my friend wants to be on your podcast. Can he be on your podcast? Well, I'm like, okay, let me go look at your friend.
Yeah.
And I look at the friend and it's just like, what are we going to talk about? You know? So it's like with you, like you said, like you don't know somebody till you sit down with them.
Yeah.
And the whole romantic movies, the whole like music you like to listen to.
Yeah.
Endless Love. You're the first dude that has ever said I like Endless Love.
Yeah, like me, you, your girl, my fiance, we all gotta sit down and watch that movie. Maria has yet to see it.
I love that fucking movie.
Fuck it, let's get popcorn and watch romantic movies.
Yeah, we watched the movie yesterday. We watched The Countdown. Have you seen that one where the phone tells you when you're gonna die?
I feel like I don't know. I don't think I have seen it. I have to like, if I watch a scary movie, I gotta be alone, because like most people in the house that I live with, they don't. I don't know. They're not really like a horror movie type. Like,
Mexicans
they get so scared. Like, so scared.
Mexicans don't like scared. Like, you ask my mom, oh, you like scary movies?
Like, I'll just sit there like, okay. Like, when Friday, I don't know if you play video games, like Friday the 13th, the game. Like, I was so hyped.
There's a video game for Friday the 13th.
So dope. Like, I promise you, like, because for me, like, I'm black. When I see, like one of the movies, the black dude was like, literally boxing Jason and he got killed. Like he knocked his head off or something.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, okay, this is a black guy playing a video game. I'm not gonna die like this. So it's fun to see like, okay, like how would a black person survive this game? You actually sit down and watch me play and it's like, oh shit, that's dope.
So how do you play the game? Like, is it just Jason going around fucking?
It's 8 people. It's 8 counselors. It's like all these different characters. A black dude, of course, you know that's who I choose.
Yeah.
Then you got one person that's Jason. But Jason only has like 4 abilities. He can teleport. Directly so you can see where you're going.
Yeah.
You can use like a radar, like highlight the person. It's like they all red, or you can use stalk mode. You can like hear them if they hiding under a bed or a closet, but you can't use it all the time. You got to use it, wait for it to build back up, use it again.
I didn't know there was a game.
Yeah, you gotta watch the gameplay. Like trying to like, you can either try to survive, you can try to kill them, but they make it like difficult to kill them, which is the fun part. You can escape, call the police, get away on a boat. So it's kind of fun to see, like, because it's a lot of betrayal. Like I've played with people who like kill me to get on the boat, because you only get 2 seats on the boat. So I've seen people kill me with a shotgun just to take my seat on the boat and get away. All type of shit.
Is it people online?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought it was just like regular like computer killing you.
It's people online are assholes. Like they do like the weirdest shit. Like
people, yeah, because there's no consequence if they do bad shit.
Like one dude, I was playing with a random. I usually play with all my friends, but I was playing with a random, and he was running from Jason. And this, I do the same thing, but I try not to. They lead Jason to where there's the most people, so he could just go after whoever instead of just going after you. So I was in the house. He led Jason to me. Yeah, and he fucking escaped, and I got killed. Yeah, you little bitch. So it's like,
bait. Yeah, so it's like a distraction.
That game is dope though. Like I could literally sit there and play that. Like for video games, it's a certain kind of game that I can play. Like I don't really play Call of Duty like that. Like I've tried it. I spent $60 on the damn game. That's right. I don't really play it.
Yeah, people tell me to get Warzone and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I'm not feeling it.
I don't really play it.
I'll play Apex, and like I used to play Fortnite, and then it got like where I couldn't play because they were just murking me every time. So I would play like Apex or something. But does Maria have a problem with you playing video games?
I think that's all girls. I think that's all women. Like, I could be on the game for 20 minutes. She was like, "Oh, get off the game. You've been on the game for like 12 hours. She like adds so much time to it. Like, you've been on the game for 12 hours. I'm like, dude, it's only been like 25 minutes.
Yeah, chill.
And she's like, do something with your life. And I know she don't like not meaning it in a bad way, but she's always be like, be one of those people who like become a nerd and just their whole life is a video game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't really play the game like that, but when I do, it's only like people I know, or like when I know it's gonna be a fun game.
But you're really into like horror stuff, right? Like your Funko Pops or like Bride of Chucky, stuff like that. Yeah. When did you start liking? What's the first scary movie you ever saw?
The first scary movie I ever saw. I don't know if it was. It might actually be Friday the 13th. It might actually be between Friday the 13th and the whole Michael Myers thing going on.
Oh wow!
But I think Friday the 13th is like more interesting to me. There's like so many different versions of them and this and that.
My favorite I would say is like Freddy Krueger. Dude, when Freddy versus Jason came out, we threw a party to watch it at my house, and we were little ass kids. And my mom was like, "What are you guys watching?" I'm like, "Nothing. Like, just fucking don't come in the fucking
Freddy
room."
versus Jason.
Freddy versus Jason. Yeah. What did I say?
No, I'm saying like
Oh, I thought I said it wrong.
No. But it's definitely. I like that movie too, but it wasn't like you threw a whole party for it.
Like, we were hyped. We were fucking going crazy because they said there was like titties in the movie. So we're like, dude, all the boys were at my house just trying to see some titties.
I don't know. When I watch like movies with like titties hanging out and I'm watching it with my fiance, I gotta turn. It's just like an instinct. Like just turn away. Like, oh, she like. I'm pretty sure she'd look at me to see like my facial expression. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm like, or just anything, but I just like.
Or you could double down like I do and just call it out. Like, that girl thick.
Yeah, like it just like, I don't know. I try not to like look.
Yeah, I think my girlfriend just assumes I'm never gonna get that person. So she's like, okay. I'm sure he watches porn or something. So
yeah, Maria actually thinks I like white girls or something. She's like, oh, that's because you love on white girls. Whenever we watch a movie, it's always white girls and horror movies dying. So she's like, oh, you love on white girls, don't you? And I'm just like, no, I'm just watching a movie. Like, what are you talking about?
They're not bad. Right?
Like, what are you talking about?
I like Latinos. Okay.
Yeah, like, obviously,
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to horror movies, like, the older, the scarier.
Yeah.
For some reason. I don't know. Like, new movies, like the new It, didn't sell it as scary as the old It. Just because the old It was just looked like a regular clown, where the new is like so CGI, like you're like, you can't really believe that this is happening.
You know what's so crazy? Like that's another one of my podcasts I was going to talk about, like how movies nowadays aren't worth watching more than once. Like I could watch it, like the new Bad Boys. I can watch it like once or twice, but I can't.
Did you like it?
I didn't like it because Nicky Jam was in it, and my fiance is like. To her, that's her husband. Like, she'd leave me for him. So it's like,
he gets shot.
Yeah, so. I didn't like him. So when he got shot, I'm like, yeah, fuck him. Like that's what he get. So she's just like, you a hater. So this is like, I can't watch it more than once though. It's just not like 1 and 2.
You know what pisses me off about the Bad Boy movies? The whole time, what's his name? Martin Lawrence. What's his character's name?
Marcus.
Marcus. He's always trying to retire.
Yeah.
And then it's just Mike, who's Will Smith, trying to get him not to retire.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we heard this in the second movie. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
You either retire or not. Like, stop begging him for it.
It's just like the It movie you was talking about. Like, I still haven't seen the new one till this day.
Oh,
like,
I
don't think I'm not gonna. Like, I've seen like a couple clips, but I think I'm not gonna watch it.
Have you seen the old one?
The old one is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Stephen King. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he makes some dope ass horror movies. Like one of the best. Best.
Yeah. You got like, The Shining.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. I got the DVD, but I just haven't seen it.
That's supposed to be like the scariest movie in the 21st century or something like that. Yeah. That's what they say, but that was back in the day.
Yeah.
And The Shining with Nicholas, what's his name?
Nicolas Cage?
No, not Nicolas Cage. The guy who's always at the LA games. Jack Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson.
He's in The Shining. And where he's breaking the door, he like opens, like his face is in the door. Stephen King actually stayed in the most haunted hotel in Colorado or North Dakota or something like that. And he had a dream about that movie. And then he just made it into a book.
Yeah, he got some type of superpowers or something. That's not normal.
Yeah.
And he's like one of the best when to me, he's the best when it comes to like horror movies.
Oh, it for me is the best one. I didn't get the Mist one. That one's kind of weird. And I can't think of any other ones that he's.
I think he had like Pet Sematary.
I heard the last one sucked. Did you watch it?
I haven't watched that one yet.
It had like 2 stars on Amazon. I was like, I'm not watching this.
I didn't watch that one either. What else? Storm of the Century. Have you seen that one?
Nope.
Oh, you gotta watch them. Like,
is it good?
It's pretty good. Like Stephen King, so there's always some weird stuff going on, but it's like good weird. Like I think more men would enjoy it than women because women be like, "What the fuck is this?" But it's like men who would be like watching this and just like this is something we enjoy.
Stephen King's actually in the new It movie. He's like sitting there. He sells them like High on Silver, the bike, the kid that Georgie has. He buys it from Stephen King as a adult. So he like walks in and I knew what he looked like because he looks like a fucking skeleton. Have you ever seen Stephen King?
Not once.
Sucked dry. Like he has no like water in his body. And he looks like one of his fucking characters in his books. And then I was like, that's Stephen King. And my girl's like, how do you know that? I'm like, I know when I see Stephen King.
Yeah.
And he has like a small part like the guy who made Marvel. Stan Lee. Like he's always in those movies.
It was like a smaller part. Yeah.
So I like how they do that. They bring in the author. They kind of pay some credit to him.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is the guy who made it all happen.
Yeah, it's dope. Like for me, like I said, like I'm very picky when it comes to like what I watch. Like I can sit and watch romantic movies, horror movies, action movies. Sometimes it got to be like one that I can watch over and over. Like I said, like these new movies aren't really like worth watching more than once. Like
you should watch Call of the Wild.
See, I haven't seen that one either.
That's a good fucking movie.
I gotta watch it.
It's
like
on
Netflix?
Action. No, it's on Amazon. And you gotta like $3 or some shit like that for it.
Yeah, I think I got $3.
Yeah. Yeah, rent that one. Like even kids like it because it's like about a dog and a guy. So yeah. And that one almost made me cry.
You know what's I gotta watch that. You know what's crazy? You saying like it's on Amazon. I don't know if you tried it. They sell movies on YouTube.
Like, yeah. We actually rented The Ringer in New York. Because my girl's like, that's my favorite movie. And we had nothing to do in New York, like at night. So I was just like, fuck it, let's get it. But we couldn't get Amazon or anything to rent the movie.
Yeah.
So we went on YouTube because they had YouTube on the hotel TVs or whatever. And you could rent it for like $2, $3. Yeah, so you probably could get it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Call of the Wild was on, you know how they do the movie premieres now? Because nobody could go to the movies.
Yeah.
So that's where we got it. So now it's like $5. When we got it, it was like fucking 20. And I just spent 20 on Trolls last night. I was like, what the like the girls
movies are expensive.
They are. But like my friend was going like I was asking because I was gonna get Bad Boys when it first came out. Like it was like at home premiere and it was $20. And I was asking my friend, I was like, should I buy the movie? He's like, how much is it? And then he goes, 20. I'm like, $20. And he goes, what movie's worth $20? I'm like, have you ever gone to the fucking movie theater?
Yeah.
You spend way more than $20.
I think I've spent the most at a movie theater, probably like $50, $60.
If you get popcorn and
because I'm like a fat ass. Like I like to eat. Like if I get popcorn, okay, I want some nachos. Okay, and Maria, she's smart with it. Like she's like, okay, we'll just share. No, I want my own nachos. I'll be back. I'll go get my own nachos. Yeah. She's just like, you still hungry? Yeah, I'll be back. Let me go get more popcorn. So it's like I spend so much money on drinks, candy, and shit. Like the candy bars is the most expensive.
Yeah,
like,
they overprice.
It's like $10 for a king size Kit Kat. Like it's $10.
$10,
pretty much like $10.
Well, that's why people sneak in. Stuff.
Yeah, I know. I definitely do. I used to sneak in cream corn, chicken, like all type of weird shit.
I saw this lady bring Tupperware once, and she like her whole family just sat down, and this lady was in the middle, and she has this bag. She just starts taking Tupperware, and they start putting it to the side. I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, it made me hungry because I kept looking at the food. Yeah. They had like a whole Sunday dinner there. They were like eating mashed potatoes, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that used to be me. Like we used to stick like fried chicken in like aluminum foil, and I used to always got to take the biggest pieces. It's just like nobody can say nothing to you, like. It was just crazy.
If I was a theater and I found somebody sneaking shit in, I'd be like, yeah, okay, the prices. I could see why you would do it.
But I think like they need to like add new foods like French fries or something. Like
some do. The AMC ones are pretty good. Like they have curly fries. If you go to the Rosemont one, they definitely have curly fries.
I gotta go to one of those because we think we go to the one in like Elk Grove or something like that.
Yeah, I got spoiled. I won't go to Rosemont anymore because they have like seats like the ones where like you're just sitting up the whole time. Yeah. But if you go to Woodfield, they have the seats that recline. Yeah. So.
I think when we seen Bad Boy, we actually like got one of those like the recliner seats. I'm just like, oh, this is where it's at. Like I like this one.
There's one in Niles where you get a whole bed.
See, I'm gonna have to try that one.
Yeah, but they have signs there that say like these beds are being recorded. Oh, just in case people want to.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that because I know my fiance is probably like, huh. Well, I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah, those are nice because you could like take 3 people, like the kid or something, and then just lay down and like actually watch a movie.
I think we would have to go by ourselves because our son is like he wants to steal. Like he don't sit still. Like, he's like a sugar baby. Like. The man wakes up with like a mouthful of sugar and just runs around. He don't sit still.
Oh, no.
At all. Like,
yeah, it's good for them to have energy. And
I just let him run around, but he's one of those people. Like I remember you was talking about the flood that happened. Mm-hmm. Water everywhere. We only had like a little bit, but we had a worm come in and we didn't know. But I put my son on the floor to play, let him crawl.
You said a worm?
Yeah, like
an earthworm?
Like a worm in our basement. Like
okay.
So it's on the floor, but I didn't notice it. I put my son on the floor to like let him play. He always try to run to the other side of the basement. So he sits up, look at me, and I know that look. Like you're doing some shit you ain't got no business. He's poking the worm. He's like poking it like, so just like, what are you doing? And I go over there to look at him. I pick him up. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I look down and it's a worm. Like, let me video this and send this to Maria. She's like, ew, throw it away. I'm just like, yeah, I got you. I don't even know how this got in here, but I'm pretty sure it's because of the little water, but it was disgusting.
Oh, I knew a kid that ate worms. Like he would go in recess and just eat them. And I was like, oh, dude, that kid's never getting corona. Yeah, and I don't want to say his name because I would be like, dude, stop telling people I eat worms.
I couldn't. I used to like pick them up and like keep ants as like pets and beat the little roly polies.
You want some? There's a bunch of ants here. Shit, you don't know how to take care of
some.
You know they have like ant farms with like transparency. You could see the tunnels.
Yeah,
I always thought that was cool, but I can't have pets, dude.
I think I'm the only thing I'm scared of is like a butterfly. Like I can deal with snakes and lizards.
No, I'm lying. I'm Indiana Jones when it comes to snakes.
I'm lying when it comes to lizards. We was in Miami one day and Marie's like, let's go to the beach. Okay, let's go to the beach. It's hot out. And I'm walking in the sand. I see like this little, no, not even little. That shit was like giant, big ass green lizard jump out the sand and start like running so fast. I'm like,
iguana?
I don't know what the fuck it was, but I wasn't trying to ask you. I'm like, Maria, let's Uber back home. Let's just go home because I can't deal with this. She's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, you didn't see that? She's like, well, yeah, I saw it, but what's wrong with him? Like, what are you fucking crazy? You can stay out here. I'm going back to the hotel, So it's just like,
dude, it's like anxiety filled.
Yeah, it's crazy. Then she was telling me like, she wanted to get on the like jet skis and stuff in the water, and she was telling me like, yeah, that's turtles that you might hit. I'm like, what the fuck would I want to hit a turtle while I'm on a jet ski? Like, I'm okay. I'm okay.
The ocean scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah, me too. Like I can swim only to a certain point. Like if it's like 5 feet, 6 feet, I'm good. anything above that, just drown me. I just let myself drown. I'm dead.
Dude, now that you're telling me that, fucking, we went to Cancun and they have this like, it's like a Six Flags, but it's a water themed Six Flags next to the ocean, and they have like a cove. So like they put like a net at the entry of the cove, but like a lot of fish can still get in.
Yeah.
So we went like snorkeling, and we're in the cove is big, like huge. Like it takes like a good swim to get to the shore.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend's like, look, there's fish. And I put my thing on, and I'm expecting like little Nemo fish.
Yeah.
And I look down, dude, and there's like a tuna fish, like this fucking big. And one, I didn't want to look like a bitch in front of her. So I was like, oh, that's cool. But in my head, I'm like, let's fucking get the fuck out of here.
I know the feeling.
We found like one of those floating areas, those cute like squares, like the lodges or whatever, where you could just sit there.
Yeah.
I did not want to get off that. And there's this little kid just jumping in the water. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here. I do not want to get bit.
It's crazy. I suck at swimming. Like I suck when it like I said, like if it's like one of those pools that exports, I can do that. But like when it's like anything else, like I can't dive. I used to like know how to do front flips and shit. And Maria always like jump off a diving board. I'm like, okay, I can do that. I'm not I don't want to seem like a pussy in front of her.
Yeah.
So I get on the diving board, and these little kids are like all watching me. Everybody's watching me. So I'm just like, fuck, I got to do it now. I can't like walk off. So I tried to like jump up and go down like how they do it professionally. Yeah, no. I jumped up and it was a belly flop. And it was like, so I felt it. It hurt so bad. So when I got up, everybody like, what the fuck was that? So like,
they probably went like, oh yeah, like they all scream, but you feel salty. Yeah. You're like, damn, okay.
Like, it went different in my head.
I'm not gonna try this anymore.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's insane. But we definitely gotta finish this in the next 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll edit this part out, but I guess we just say bye. Yeah.
A special goodbye.
Yeah. So see, already stopped.
Oh.
Got it. You good?
Yep.
All right. So due to some technical difficulties, we keep stopping the fucking show. But I enjoyed the conversation.
It was definitely dope. Like first time being here, talking to you. Like you would think like if you talk to a stranger, you will feel like a weird vibe. But I don't know. It's like we got so much in common and we didn't even know. So it was definitely like fun time. Like I said, thanks again for even having me on the podcast.
Oh, dude, you're welcome back. You know. You'll go through the round, which I like tell everybody. I'm like, I'll have some people over, and then I'll ask you again once those people come in, and then it's like a rotation of the people that I want to keep coming in. Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna invite you back.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, thank you for the support. Thank you for watching the videos.
Like I said, thanks again for having me. Like, if y'all haven't really seen like his podcast, make sure y'all go watch it. Like it's like I know for sure like my subscribers are definitely gonna watch it. Yeah, well, it's like it's a dope podcast. Like I said, like it's an honor. Like I was so excited to even be on here. So I didn't even sleep.
I was excited to bring you on and hear what you had to say, and I knew it was good. Yeah, and I'm telling you from the videos. If you guys want to subscribe at what is it?
LVAD Dad.
I don't want to say it because I'm gonna fuck it up.
LVAD space DAD
on YouTube.
Yeah,
go subscribe. Go watch his videos. They're very informative and you get a perspective that you might have never known about. Yeah. Yeah. And, I think it's essential for you to keep, so don't stop making those videos.
Nope. No time soon.
Good luck with your podcast. I'll be here to help you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. And I'll definitely have you back on.
I can't wait. Like, so exciting, like I said.
So thank you guys for watching. It's been a very interesting, funny conversation. I learned a lot about you that I haven't learned from your videos. So thank you for coming in. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Thanks.